Destiny software from Canada. All right, load game. What? Oh, crap. What was the last one I was using? Probably black books and watered lawns. Possibly head on? It's probably naming these things and then going through cycles. It's not very helpful. Definitely not Teddy. I'm going to go with black books and watered lawns until I know better. Let's see my inventory. This looks right. Maybe we'll try the other one really quick, see what the inventory looks like. No, this is the screen I ended on last time, right? Seems very likely. Let's see. Yep. Yep, that's it. Good thing I looked, otherwise I wouldn't have known. Alright, cool. We're in the right place. Now, I had a brilliant idea while I was offline. I'm going to go back to the Dark World. We're going to go to the... that's not it. I'm going to go to the prison area. Because I had an idea. Oh, right, you have to switch type before you can do things. That's how this game works.
Matrix verified as privileged worker.
Okay.
Access permitted.
So I had a brilliant idea, which was I now have something vaguely resembling meat in my inventory. Maybe I should use said meat to bribe the not-so-sentient prison guard. So we'll try that. I think it's a good idea, mostly because I'm out of other good ideas. There's like threads and bits like the watering man, breaking into the hardware store, and other things, but I definitely feel like this is a venue that will be productive. You know, once I get done zippering my way into the prison. And putting the earbud back in place after I knock it. That's the wrong earbud. Alright. Let's walk over here. Okay, so let's try giving him the meat product. Well, that worked. Probably not going to work more than once.
It's her, the keeper of the scrolls. I feel like I should bow, but I'm too embarrassed.
Right. I forgot about this. This happens every time. You have to fix it up. It remembers the other options, somehow. Okay, I'm going to try to pick her nose.
Hello again, Your Honor.
Greetings, Michael. I am pleased to finally meet you in person. Please forgive me for allowing myself to fall into a state of captivity. Even we keepers have failings.
Hey, Mikey, I think he likes it. It's actually appropriate, given this guy's name is Michael. How you doing, Dick Feynman?
What's going on?
We are besieged by the ancients once again. They have conquered the Dark World and enslaved its inhabitants. Soon the ancients will enter your world and do the same to your people.
Okay.
What is the ancients' plan this time?
They are hatching a horrid creature called the Behemoth. It is now incubating behind their power generator. This creature will enter your world and drain all life from it.
Sounds like a drag.
But I thought the ancients weren't capable of entering the normal world.
This is true, but they have altered the genetics of a Dark World creature to create what is called a shapeshifter. A shapeshifter can assume human form and for brief periods of time enter the normal world.
Interesting. Fighting the heat with showering in frozen blueberries? Nice. Frozen fruit is really tasty. Used to do frozen plums a lot. Don't know why I don't anymore. I probably should. Also, apologies for the delayed start. I had some technical issues with this computer. It really didn't want to boot. And also took a while to get my bill at the taco place. But, you know, that's how things go.
What does this shapeshifter look like?
No one knows. The ancients have kept its identity a secret. The shapeshifter goes to your world and severs the heads of his victims.
Oh my.
What must I do next?
The shapeshifter is gathering heads for the ancients' power generator. The generator taps directly into the victim's brain cells. Once 4 human heads are implanted, the incubator will be fully powered and the behemoth will hatch.
Only needs 4 heads? That seems like it'd be really easy to get in the real world if you can just go behead people, you know, willy-nilly.
How do I destroy the power generator?
Seek out Goth the Hermit. He lives beyond the recreation center. Goth served the Keeper of the Sword. He has studied the power generator and knows how to use the 3 points to destroy it.
Did I talk to Goth the Hermit? I think I did.
What are the points?
The points of the triangle are the 3 icons that have kept the peace in the Dark World until the arrival of the Ancients. The light, the scrolls, and the sword.
Okay.
I met the Keeper of the Light. She said the light had been stolen.
Yes, I know. She is dead. I felt her life force extinguish. But if the Dreketh Guard have taken the light, then it may still be in the Hall of Troopers.
Hall of Troopers.
Do you still have the scroll?
No, I have the scrolls.
No, Michael. When I learned that the Dreketh Guard were coming to arrest me, I gave the scrolls to the Keeper of the Sword for safekeeping.
Where do I find the Keeper of the Sword?
The Keeper of the Sword was arrested not long after me. She is now under trial in the Hall of Justice. However, her life force is weakening. She may already be dead.
Oh no, that's a problem. How do you get power from a human head? I feel like the divers have some untapped potential. You know, I'm not going to question what happens in the Dark World here. How you doing, Apprehensions?
How can I identify this shapeshifter?
Only by facing your destiny will you know that. You must do it, Michael. Go back to your own world and search. Look hard at everyone you know. Look into your memories. You will find the answer there.
It's the guy who was playing pool. Or the mayor. One or the other.
What must I do next?
Do not neglect the fact that you are under suspicion in your own world. Seek out your government leader. He will point you towards the truth, although he is unaware of the role he plays.
Okay, so I need to go talk to the mayor. How am I going to go talk to the mayor?
For a Dark World being, she is absolutely beautiful. Stunning.
Stunning, yes. Beautiful? I don't think so. Okay, these are all the questions I've
I'm
asked.
sorry. This is too...
You disappoint me, Michael. You had helped us once before, and I had judged you as being up to this task. Perhaps I was wrong. But perhaps you just need time to digest this information. Go and ponder your destiny.
Okay. Well, if that is not a save file name, I don't know what it is. Ponder... Wait, I have caps lock this time. My destiny. There we go. Alright, I think I got everything I need out of that. We know that the Keeper of the Sword is in the Hall of Justice now. Looks like he's still chewing. I hope he keeps at that for a bit. Because I'd like to be able to go back and talk to the Keeper of the Scrolls again at some point. Just chilling, recovering from a breakup a couple weeks ago. How's my evening? My evening's been pretty good, you know? I took it kind of easy yesterday. I kind of wanted to stream, but didn't find quite the right time for it. And then I had a nice walk today. Chatted with some people. Had some tacos and came here. So it's worked out pretty well. I really can't complain. Aside from the fact that it's a beautiful day and I'm inside streaming at 6 p.m. But, you know, that's really my fault for not getting up and moving, getting out of the house a bit earlier. So, what do I want to do? I saw these scrolls. I probably should try using scrolls on the Keeper of the Scrolls. You know what? Let's take advantage of non-linearity and do that really quick. I don't mind walking back. See if she's interested in the scrolls. She is not interested in the scrolls that I have.
Although I can't understand the language on these scrolls, I have the feeling that there is great wisdom here.
Yeah, progress. Definitely not wasted time. Fair enough. No, yesterday I spent all day working, and then when I wasn't working, I just got ahead of some, like, random YouTube, Twitch to-do stuff, so I can't complain too much. I finally fixed up the ad stuff to be a little bit nicer. The buttons thing is no longer a bunch of images in OBS, which is nice. It's now a proper web page, so I can swap them out or add more. I can even been considering adding a few more. Now the ad is always centered in the vertical space, which is nice. There's probably a few other things that I got done, but nothing terribly important. Mostly Git cleanup things. Worked. Oh, I did also update my. Did all the YouTube tasks for the 24-hour contest, which I need to get done. So I'm ahead on that now. Also managed to completely destroy my Ready playlist by accidentally sorting it by rules that don't make sense. But, you know, these things happen. Love to be able to develop streamer tools. Basically, why stream at all? Fair enough. Tools are fun. They're fun to write. No, this isn't where I want to go. I want to talk to Goth. I'm not sure who Goth is, and that's bugging me. So I'm going to go see if Goth is the dude who's dying slowly, or if maybe there's more to this back part of the recreation center than I thought. Also want to go check out the Hall of Justice again in case I can actually go and find the Keeper of the Sword, because the Hall of Justice seemed very small with the power out. Okay, so I can go into that hallway. I think that's all I can do on this screen. I don't think I can access the other half. The scale's a bit odd. Increased breaching of whales might warrant tapping their corpses for methane. I have no solution for human heads. Fair points.
Goth, I think you misunderstood how I plan to use the crossbow.
Let me die in peace, human. Either blow up the ancient spaceship or play your games. I don't care anymore. Now go.
I like Goth. He has a very straightforward approach to these things. Okay, so that is definitely Goth. We'll have to ask him more about what we're supposed to do when the time comes, I imagine. But the time has not come yet. This area is not interesting anymore. So our biggest lead really is the Hall of Justice. What's up, Fire Lena? How you doing? Playing Dark Souls 2 for the first time. Haven't played Dark Souls 1 yet. I may never play Dark Souls 1. But I'm enjoying this so far. I'm a sucker for a good FMV game. Good luck with Geiger game. Yeah. How you doing, Curtis? Thank you for the good luck. I'm kind of hoping I'll be able to figure out something. Oh, maybe this is the keep.
There's nothing I can do. She's dead.
Oh. This was the Keep of the Swords. That explains why I have the scrolls. Everything makes sense now, and it's terrible. Also, it turns out that this is an interpretation of Isle of the Dead that Geiger did, not something else that the developers came up with. Because Zuccotti was asking, I ended up looking it up. I was curious. Surprising how many variations on Isle of the Dead exist, not merely by its own artist, but by other artists as well. This is a game where we can learn some things. Alright, what are my leads? I still need some sort of trigger device to give to the weapons dude. I still need to figure out what to do for to cheat at the other carnival game. I can't go into my mom's house. I think the ability to go into my mom's house might be blocked by opening the door, the closet door that scares the man.
There's some kind of electronic...
Okay, good. That didn't kill him. I'm very happy that didn't kill him. Man, it's so easy to die in this game. And I don't want to die more than once. That over, because I don't need more cables on me. Okay, so I think I don't have a lot of business in the Dark World right now. I think I have to go figure out some stuff in the World of Light. So it said to seek out the mayor. Oh.
I've known him ever since I was a kid. He and my father were in the insurance business together.
I didn't think that'd be that easy.
Hi, Mayor Fleming. I'm Mike Dawson. Remember me?
Why, of course, Michael. It's good to see you again.
Like, I really didn't think that'd be this easy. Don't want to die once? I mean, I've heard it's quite boring.
How have you been, Mr. Mayor?
I'd hate to do it again.
Just fine, Michael. And how are you feeling? I was told you were home recuperating from some illness. A psychological ailment, I understand?
I've been home about a year on disability, but I'm feeling better now.
Oh, good.
That's good to hear. The missus and I have been meaning to ask you and your mother over for dinner. But, well, we've been having some problems lately. You know how it is.
Heard you marry May September. Tell me how it's being mayor. Let's go with the May
I heard
September.
that you married Melissa Talbot. Sort of a May-September romance.
Well, Michael, you're only as young as you feel, and I prefer to feel young. Who can blame a man for wanting to spice up his life with a little youth, huh?
Spice up your life.
So tell me, how do you like being mayor?
It's better than the alternative.
Well, it's certainly different from being in the insurance business. There's not much glamour in that line of work. Which is not to say anything against your father. He was a good partner.
How is being mayor different?
Being a salesman was nothing but lies and manipulation. As mayor, I'm still a salesman, but I'm selling something different. My ideals, my principles, my integrity.
50% off. All of them have to go.
I've been thinking of my father a lot these days. I miss him.
Yes, it was quite a tragedy.
I just realized
I
something.
remember finding him slumped over his desk in the office. Well, that was years ago.
I'd like to talk to you about the recent murder.
Here's where he leaves.
You mean Ms. Scanlon? What do you want to know about it? It was a terrible thing.
Doing good. How am I? Sitting in Lunar Magic making Yoshi fireballs interact with blocks. Oh, that's fun. I'm doing good. It was a beautiful day. Took a nice walk, had a chat, ate some tacos. Now I'm here. It's really been pretty adequate. Just wish I'd started about an hour earlier.
Rita was a friend of mine. Did you know her at all?
Yes, but only slightly. Miss Scanlon did some research for my re-election campaign. She seemed like a nice young woman.
How is the re-election campaign going?
Well, we're just gearing up now. But the campaign fund from last time seems a little short. In fact, I'm heading into the courthouse to discuss the situation with my staff.
Find
I
out who
sure
killed
would
her.
like to find out who killed her.
We all would, Michael. Now, I've asked some friends at the FBI to step in. I don't like the way Sheriff Butler's been handling this case. We need to resolve this affair quickly, before it unravels our whole community.
Kind of curious what kind of level you're making where where you need to have Yoshi fireballs interact with blocks. Especially if I'm assuming correct, this is some sort of Kaizo and or puzzle level.
Not to mention unraveling your re-election campaign.
You know, Michael, I probably shouldn't be talking with you until after the investigation is over. But anyway, I'm due at a meeting in the courthouse and... Damn, I left my briefcase in the car. Oh, well, I probably won't need it. So long, Michael. Stay out of trouble.
He's left his briefcase in the car. And I have a tool for lock picking that's absolutely terrible at actually picking locks. I wonder if I should do this. I was even thinking, man, I really want to get in this guy's car. This is the one case where a coat hanger actually works as a lockpick.
There's nothing inside the mayor's briefcase but a quarter and...
Quarter!
Why, that dirty old man. He's got a collection of porno pictures. Oh my god! These are pictures of Rita!
This gets weirder and weirder.
Why, you sanctimonious old bastard. No wonder you're so anxious to bring in outside help to solve the case. You don't want the locals to find out that you and Rita were having an affair.
I mean, to be fair, I think
Jack sees this.
Rita sounds like she's already been the town bicycle, so... Alright, let's save again. I'm happy about that. Mayored to the Bob. Use the Simpsons reference, you can never go wrong. Alright, I have a quarter now. That's really important. And I have...
I can't believe that Rita would willingly dress up in this leather and whips garb. Mayor Fleming must have forced her into it.
You know, I kind of thought it looked S&M-y, but, you know, now he said it. Sure is how it went. Ended with Yoshi and Fireball. Didn't make any use of it, because you had Cape, and Cape beats everything. So you needed something Cape doesn't beat. Fair. Absolutely fair.
Maybe I can get the sheriff out of his office.
I think this is the right solution. Except he's not going to use the quarter, is he?
Deposit 20 cents.
Point. 20 cents is such a weird number.
Maybe I can get the sheriff out of his office.
Disappointed the save wasn't called.
Office, Butler here.
Disappointed the save wasn't called Town Bicycle. Never heard that phrase before. I think it's supposed to be a bit more polite. in terms of saying that someone's a harlot. But you know, there's only so many different vocabulary words you can throw out here.
There's a big car accident on Highway 71.
Where'd it happen?
Highway 71.
Up by the old abandoned gas station.
If this eats my quarter, I'll have to try again.
That's the state trooper's jurisdiction. I'll contact him right away.
Whoops. Well, that didn't work.
I don't believe it. A payphone that actually returns your quarter if your call isn't completed.
What? That call was very completed. What definition of the word are you using for completed?
Maybe I can get the sheriff out of his office.
Like, completed means connected.
Butler here.
In the case of phones.
I want to report a robbery in progress. Come quick.
Who's being robbed?
The dairy freeze.
Oh,
just
that was
outside
also
of town.
wrong. That's the sheriff.
Thanks. I'll be there in a
Oh, that
jiffy.
worked. That actually worked. Let's go steal some guns. It's a broken payphone and committing theft. It's okay. It's not a crime to be robbing Ma Bell. Any freaker would tell you that.
It looks like the coast is clear. I can't believe that idiot fell for my trick.
All right, what are we stealing? Well, first off, I want a gun. Clearly, this is the right way to go about things.
It's locked.
Not. What do you mean it's locked? Okay, how about?
It's locked.
Let me guess, it's locked.
It's locked.
Is everything in this place locked? I want to steal stuff. Can I steal his desk? The desk can't be locked. Sounds like Mike
There's
Judge.
a photo of Rita, and the glass is smashed like it was hit with a fist.
What?
And here's an old newspaper article. The headline reads, "Butler charges dropped." I knew it. Sheriff Butler was kicked off the Dallas police force because he was accused of accepting bribes. He was never convicted because the key witness was killed in a car accident.
You know, you could have looked that up at the town
Little
library.
Jack sees this.
Probably.
Nothing else here but more of the
Don't need more Sheriff's Girly
Nothing else
magazines.
here but more. Nothing else.
I really wanted his guns. No, don't go. No. Ah. Unlike any other game, you can't actually cancel actions once you start them.
It's locked.
I think that the girly mags and I guess we have picture, newspaper. It's a Jack. Guess we probably should show this to Jack? I don't know. I don't think there's anything else here, obviously. But check one more time, actually. I'm paranoid.
The power's off.
Yeah, the power's always going to be off. Because that's how the Dark World works. I'm trying to see if there's anything else of possible interest. Like, I get the feeling the sheriff might come back. And so if he comes back, I'm going to lose my shot at whatever is left here. I guess there's a yeah, okay, there's a humongous hitbox for his desk. Alright, I think the girly mags were probably the key. Yeah, that's the door to the cell. That's the desk. And the filing cabinet. I don't have any chance of opening those things with a key, and I'm actually running out of inventory space. I wonder how this is going to work. Because, like, I don't see a way to scroll my inventory, but maybe it also works the same way as the text. Okay, so let's go. We got a quarter. We got all these stuffs. Maybe we can have another conference with Jack. Which we do by sitting down on this bench. Yes, we can talk with him. I guess I needed to lounge on the bench for this to work. Because I wasn't comfortable enough. Jack wasn't going to come. Jack's too cool for this game. Just look at him.
Thanks for meeting me, Jack.
No problemo. What have you found out?
What have we found out?
I found a newspaper article accusing the sheriff of graft.
Well, I'm not surprised. I never thought that fat slob was a champion of law and order he pretended to be. Unfortunately, that doesn't link him to Rita.
Yeah, but the picture does.
I also found a photo of Rita in his desk. He smashed it with his fist.
Really? I guess he still carries a torch for Rita after all. Good job, Detective Dawson. You were right to suspect him. What else did your snooping turn up?
I found a bunch of nude pictures of Rita in the mayor's car.
Creepy.
I told you he's not the grandfatherly old politician he'd like us voters to think he is. Man, I'll bet you wanted to kill the guy when you saw those photos. Find anything else?
Doc Larson has a little black book hidden in his file cabinet. Rita's name was in it.
Everybody there is involved in
Hey,
this.
I knew he thought he was some kind of Casanova. Can you believe it? And the guy pokes around with dead bodies all day. Got any more dirt?
Mrs. Ramirez.
Hey, what about Mrs. Ramirez? Her husband was seen with Rita just before he died.
Ah, the jealous wife angle. Well, that fire did leave her a rich widow, but the sheriff never could prove her involvement. I don't think you're going to have better luck.
Still, I'd like to follow up on it.
It's your life, but if I were you, I'd keep close tabs on the mayor and Doc Larson. Well, I'm out of here. Let me know if you find anything.
Alright, well that was ultimately unhelpful. Very cool, though. Very cool. Alright. So I got pictures and a black book. And have advanced plot flags somewhat. I'm trying to think of what, like, next I really should do. You know what? Let's make his marriage worse. This isn't the place to do that. I have regrets. I clicked on the wrong door. Here's the problem. Two not very nondescript looking doors. Okay, so we come in here. I think what I... Oh, I gave him all my stuff! He removed a lot of crap from my inventory.
Rita's ticket stub to the high school reunion is the only memento I have of her.
Let's talk to the mayor's wife regardless. I feel like this is going to be fruitful.
Hi, Melissa. Have you got time to talk?
Not like good.
Well, well, well.
These are the same.
Just how
Let's just say she wasn't the...
Why all this nasty talk about Rita?
Ask around, Dawson. Just ask around.
Alright, that wasn't productive. Let's go talk to the crazy dude. He's fun. I feel like I've kind of made negative progress, in all honesty.
I hate to admit it, Slim, but I need some leads in the Rita Scanlon murder.
I've been checking out that carnival in the park near where Rita was killed. Seems that a lot of children go in but never come out. There's got to be a connection with Rita. I mean, she was a child once, wasn't she?
Yep.
Oh, that's a very interesting theory.
Alright, Slim is, as usual, not terribly helpful. He's got a very eclectic eye for design, though. But a child once, maybe even twice. If someone's a child twice, I think you should be a little more wary of them. You know, if I came all the way over here, maybe I should try asking that dude again. Maybe there's a useful dialogue option here.
Hi, Jimmy. I'd like to talk some more.
Yeah? Well, maybe I don't want to talk.
I just want you to know I'm on to you, Gardner.
Oh, yeah? I'm shaking like a leaf. Buzz off, creep.
Not helpful. Okay. So I've got my... What are my goals here still? Can I go into the court? He opened it. Maybe I can get in here.
It's locked.
Never mind. Okay, what leads do I have? Things I'm interested in. Closet door here. Beating the remaining carnival game. Breaking into the hardware store and or Mr. Lawn Waterer's house. Those are sort of the various leads I have. Oh, getting into Rita's house is still high up there. Maybe I can get into Rita's house now that I've gotten the sheriff to leave. I forgot about that. That's gonna be so overwatered. So overwatered. No, he's still here. See if I can get him to leave by asking politely.
Hi, Deputy Brown.
Nothing since the last...
You've got to...
Mike, are you crazy? You're in enough trouble as it is.
Okay, so no, that's not helpful. I'm still curious what the deal with these two objects are. Like, you got this object here, and you have a wanted poster for the object. Can I look at... No, I can't even look at it. I wonder what Rita's house is in the other reality. Okay, so I can't get into either of these places. I don't think I can get into the therapist's office.
It's locked.
It's still a bit odd to have a game with therapy in it, but here we are. I'll look at my inventory really quick before I go and try to do something else. So I've got my key card, the scroll, the ticket stub I still don't know what to do with. The camera I feel like I could use in a lot of places, but I don't know what I want to use it with. The crystal key is what's getting me access back and forth through the mirror world, and then, of course, this has been my useful device for cheating. I'm not sure how any of this helps me. You know, I want to go to the carnival on the other side and see if I can use the magnetic device to help with the cheating. And I have regrets about what I just did. Look.
Matrix verified as privileged worker. Access.
Alright. So let's go over to the right. And by that, I mean to the left. This is the room that still has power. It won't really talk about the heads. Didn't mean to do that. Sort of opposite. Well, it is the same. This is the first room anyway. I can look at the big gaping hole. That's not helpful.
There's an empty socket here. It looks like a jack for some vital component.
Not really seeing what I could use. Can I use it on this? No.
This alien material is practically indestructible.
I mean, probably not all that weak to magnetic fields anyway. It's odd to even let me try that now I think about it. It won't let me take a picture of anything. I probably need to take a picture of something like scandalous. Now that I think about it. I'm not really sure what to do here. If I leave... The clown died. What does that mean for me? Like, I feel like it's useful that the clown died, but I don't know what that really meant. Because everything has both a light world and dark... Most things have a light world and dark world analog. If the clown died, I don't know why this particular security post still exists. Because clearly that was the equivalent of the clown wanting my ticket to the circus. Maybe dying in one place doesn't necessarily guarantee dying in the other. I think maybe they said something about that earlier. Okay. So this is the therapist. This is the hardware store. Maybe there's more to this area than I thought there was. Not really sure. Right, there was the temple. Which is the overwatering house. And then this, which is the equivalent of Rita's house, but I can't get into it because this guy will vaporize me. You know, I wonder if because I've solved the puzzle, I can call the deputy and maybe... Because I solved the getting the sheriff away puzzle. Maybe I can somehow call the deputy and get him to go away from there. Maybe there's something I was missing in either the sheriff's place or using the payphone. Because it does seem like it let me use it more than once. Who knows? Alright, let's see if I can call the deputy somehow. 911, sheriff.
I can't resist calling Rita's house.
I'm gonna guess this isn't gonna work.
Please deposit.
Yeah, I kind of feel like there's got to be more to the sheriff's office than just collecting dirt on him. Because, like, we have this very prominent...
Power's off.
Oh. Oh! I wonder, can I turn the power back on? If I turn the power on, I could use the radio. I think. Alright, so let's try that. Because, like, maybe it's the case that I can do that.
Matrix verified.
Yes, I'm verified. My voice is my passport. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this will work. Because maybe it's not a one-way thing. Okay. So, I don't remember if it was the middle one or the final one that controlled the government plaza.
The creature is locked in tight. I can't get it loose.
Alright, well... maybe so much for that theory. Yeah, Sneakers was a good movie. It's got a surprisingly, like, packed cast. Alright, so... I wonder if I've made a horrible mistake by slotting this in before it was time. Because now it...
The creature is locked in tight. I
can't use the radio. I have to think about this. Of course, it didn't look like the radio was usable anyway. But I need to think about this. I also kind of need to pee, so I'm going to get up, and I'll be right back. Alright, so... I'm kind of wondering if I messed up by slotting that too early. But at the same time, I don't think the radio had a slot to really mess with. Like, it didn't appear to be an item that I could mess with, and he didn't just say, like, oh, the power's out, I can't really do with that. Anything with that. So, curious. Guess we could try magnets on this. Disabling power in... which part of... Wow, too late. It's a commercial district, if I recall correctly. But yeah, Sneakers got Robert Redford, Dan Aykroyd. Who else? No, it's got the guy who played Darth Vader, whose name is slipping my mind right now. Like, just surprisingly packed for what kind of movie it was. Other options that might be useful. Can I use... Looks like I can use this.
I think I've done enough damage here already.
I disagree. Why don't let me shoot it? It's a very large target area for this.
I think I've done enough damage here already.
River Phoenix? See? Even more that I can't recall.
I missed.
Ah. I'm missing all the time. Okay, so I'm not cheating this right now. I'm gonna go try talking to the psychic lady, because she's giving me some useful advice. I don't know, I'm a little bit lost at this point as to what to do next. Because I've gotten the scrolls, I have no notion of where to get the sword. I fixed his problem. I do like that particular vista. James Earl Jones, that's his name.
Pandora, I need your talents.
Cannot believe that took me so long.
Lucifer and I have been
Lucifer's the snake, by the way. I don't need these people.
What's my fortune?
I get my...
Alright, so let's show her some items. She will not take a look at the scrolls, of course.
What role does this play in my future, Pandora?
Think about a table with a leg.
I see a hat rack with one of its 4 pegs occupied.
Okay, so what I think that means, it's an item I'll use
What can you tell
to
me
solve a
about
puzzle
this?
that has 4 pieces.
I see a church floating over a pool of blood.
So maybe I need to take a picture somewhere in that church? Let's try the
This
crossbow.
glass key looks like something out of a fairy tale. Too bad real life doesn't always have a happy ending.
Try the crossbow. Alright, so she won't look at that. In fact, I think that those are the only items she'll look at are things that exist in the real world. She won't look at any Dark World stuff. Okay, so I'm kind of done with her. Church floating in a river of blood. See what we can do with the camera in the church floating over a river of blood. Also happy. And I miss games with such weird aesthetics. You don't see it nearly as much nowadays. I think I spent the last couple streams complaining about such things. But man, the blending of 3D renders and Geyer paintings is something to behold. Okay, we haven't tried over here again for a while. This bench is still interesting to me for some reason. What did I do to the bench?
They're empty. They must have emptied the trash earlier.
So the thing I'm a little bit worried about is I've screwed up somewhere by doing things in the wrong
They're
order.
empty. They must have emptied the trash earlier.
Because again, like I said, I'm running out of ideas of what to do right now. I have changed the things I can do
Yeah, we
after
used to have
something.
Picnics here when we were in high school.
But at this point in time, all of my major leads, I think, really involve either cutting the power in the commercial district or something else. So I want to go back to the sheriff and just see if maybe I can mess with the radio. Can I mess with the car again? Is there something else in the car, maybe?
The power's off.
Like, I still wonder if the radio would have been... Okay, the radio doesn't even have a, like, look option. So it probably isn't the solution to my problem.
At the jail, but if I don't solve the murder soon, business might pick up.
Gonna look at a
I
few
wouldn't be
things.
surprised to find something inside this filing cabinet linking Sheriff Butler to the Dark World. I always thought of myself as a liberal, but the thought of only the police having firearms frightens me.
This game makes statements on things now, doesn't it? Something, 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 Second Amendment. Anyway. Morgue? I think I'm done in the morgue. Wait. Even if I'm not done in the morgue, I don't have the item to do it. There's something on the TV in the morgue I want to mess with. I don't know how that's going to work. Nothing at home I can do until I can open that door. I don't have a key for that. I can't mess with the overwaterer. Ugh. Oh, right, yeah. Pool of blood. That was the next thing. Go to the church over the river of blood with the camera and try to figure out what I possibly could do. Church. Not so much blood, though, but definitely church.
Why, there's a picture of my old house in Woodland Hills. And here's a picture. Why, there's a picture.
Okay, so it's always the same message. We already went through that.
I have many more questions to ask you.
I am afraid I have nothing more to tell you. You should go before the...
Thank you.
The best...
Alright, so that's nothing.
My old 35mm
Can I use camera anywhere here? Apparently not. Alright, well. Have I accomplished something since the last save? Talk to the mayor. Talk to Jack. I guess we did accomplish something. I should save. Do-do-do. Cool. Jack is still the coolest. I'm mostly saving because I think this guy's going to vaporize me if I ask him any stupid questions.
Hold it. What are you up to?
Wait. This looks like it could be a church on a river of blood.
I have urgent business inside that building, by order of the ancients.
My orders are to keep all personnel away from the house of the High Priestess, and I am the one with the gun.
Fair point.
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll leave immediately.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I'll try one more time.
May I ask you another question?
No.
You do not follow orders well. You are obviously not under the Ancients' control. You are to be vaporized.
Nuts.
What happened to me?
Yeah, this is just the bad end. I don't need to go through the bad end again. Okay. Other things I can do. I don't know if I did it in this particular save loop. But I probably should mess with that. Just go see the behemoth. Because I don't think I've seen the behemoth on the save loop. Can't hurt to try. Top walking. There we go. Go see the behemoth. Behemoth is over here. I go... God, I hate the thing here.
Matrix verified as privileged worker. Access permitted.
One of those I would love a small shove in the right direction, but I'm not certain I'm going to find one. Anyway, this is where the behemoth lives.
I can't open it. It's hermetically sealed. What a monstrous fetus! And it's looking right at me.
Okay.
What a monstrous...
Can I look at the electricity? Nope. Can't mess with that either. Alright, so this area is basically dead. Trying to think of anything I can do that's useful. What other options do I have? I guess I can just go back and try things. Maybe since the plot flags have been updated, there might be more to do to talk to some people. And I didn't try hard enough. Either way, I want to go to the morgue again. Now that I know about the heads thing, I feel like that's might be more useful.
Power's not off here.
Why would a morgue have its own generator? Is there a way to actually get up to that TV? That dude definitely knows something. He doesn't want to tell me that yet, though.
The toe tag says this guy's name was Mark Danson. He's wearing some kind of charm around his neck. It looks like a key made of glass.
Wait, what? I have the key.
I'm not touching no dead body.
That is definitely out of date. We did that. We poked through that, I think. Gotta love the beaker of nondescript, totally not blood liquid. Hey, let's open the dead body one more time.
Poor Rita. What monster could have done such a horrible thing?
I mean, we know the answer already, the shapeshifter. We're just not allowed to say it. Alright, well, the morgue's still a bust till I figure out how to mess with the TV. Let's go try talking to these guys. I feel like after talking to the mayor, this has to be more productive than I think it is. But I don't know. These guys are very uncooperative when it comes to talking.
Melissa, I've got to talk to you.
Get lost, Dawson.
But we used to be friends.
Used to be.
Okay.
Just how...
Let's just say she wasn't.
What do you mean?
Just ask
What
her.
do you know about Rita and Mr. Ramirez?
Nothing. And you don't know anything either.
Okay, that was
Now beat it.
confirmation about something, at least.
Hi, Melissa.
Well,
Poor Rita.
poor.
How can you
forget?
But I think that's not
Melissa.
that useful. The dialogue options are a little bit different.
Just how well... Why all this...
Ask around, Dawson.
Okay, so that's the same sort of stuff as beforehand.
Hi, Jim.
Yeah?
I want you to take back what you said about Rita getting around.
You already know the answer here, buddy.
Dawson, take a hike!
Hi, Jim.
Yeah?
Maybe I...
Yeah.
So same sort of
Listen up,
messages.
Look.
Yeah, this is
I
all the
just- oh,
same.
yeah.
Been through all of that. I don't think that helps. Let's go talk to Mr. Lawn Waterer again. But I'm just not sure what else I can be doing right now. Pretty lost.
Still water?
Yes, the grass is real thirsty. Can't seem to get enough water. What's up?
I love this man.
Say, Paul,
Well, the water bill's paid up until the...
this is...
Bye-bye.
Okay, so nothing here. Other thoughts. Maybe I'm missing an edge somewhere. Like, maybe there's something I'm not seeing because I haven't tried the right spot. Like, I feel like I've explored the real world pretty thoroughly, but it's possible there's some place I'm missing. There's no extra exits here. There's 3 exits here that are only somewhat flagged as exits. Well, 2 exits. Are there any, like, extra exits here? No. Just jaywalking. Can't even get in the garage. Ho! Well, this is something.
I haven't been past the Ramirez mansion in a long time. It's one of the town's oldest landmarks. They used to own all of the land around the park before they donated it to the town.
They really love their Jesus. There's a lot of Jesus here. That's 1 Jesus, 2 Jesus, 3 Jesus, 4 Jesus, and a cross.
Mrs. Ramirez is obviously a God-fearing woman, and she wants everyone to know it too.
How long has this been here? Probably the entire game, and I just didn't try to think that maybe there's something to the left of the carnival. Like I said, I thought I was missing an edge or something.
I don't see anyone.
So this is probably where I need to be. And also an indication that... Oh no, wait, this makes sense! Oh, Dark World told me about this even, right? Because there was an option to go to the right of the clown, which led to the respawn point. Or an option to the left of the check place. And then an option to the left that led to a big cross. There's a big cross. The game was even giving me a hint that this existed, and I somehow was being too dense to realize it.
Hello, Mrs. Ramirez. I'm Mike Dawson. I grew up in this town.
Did you? Well, what do you want?
What do I want? Jesus?
I was just admiring your house.
It is lovely, isn't it? It's over a century old. At one time, it was the only building around here for miles.
Wow.
So your family's been here a long time?
My late husband's family, actually. But they're all dead and gone. It's just me now.
You must get lonely sometimes.
Nonsense. I have my church, my books, and I have my money.
And Jesus!
It must cost a lot to insure a place like this. My dad used to be in the insurance business.
I'm sorry to hear that. Those insurance people are godless swine, worshipping nothing but the almighty dollar. Why, they even tried to cheat me out of my husband's life insurance. I finally had to take them to court, but I won.
I couldn't help but notice all the religious icons you have.
Yes, They ward off the evil that is running amok here in Crowley. This town used to be a God-fearing community, but now I don't dare to leave my house except to go to church.
I've been to church.
Why do you think the town is corrupted by evil?
Why, just stroll along the street, and you will find vice and decadence behind every door. The church is our only hope for salvation. You do attend church, don't you?
Yeah, the one with all the blood.
I go to church whenever I get the chance, I guess.
You should go to church every Sunday, at least. And more often than that, when possible. There are dark forces at work here, and your soul must be fortified to resist temptation.
Okay.
Thank you, Mrs. Ramirez. I appreciate your time.
Interesting.
God be with you, young man.
I'm not sure this has been helpful, but it was at least interesting. I'll try to knock on the door again.
Excuse me, Mrs. Ramirez. May I talk to you?
Sometimes they have slightly different
What
trees.
is it this time, young man?
Oh, here we go.
I was wondering if you knew Rita Scanlon, the woman who was murdered nearby last week.
Only too well, young man. She was the devil's tool, I tell you.
Librarians. What can you do?
Just how well did you know Rita?
Well, enough to know she tried to seduce my late husband. She was a harlot. She deserved what happened to her.
Harlot's another good one.
Why do you say that she was the devil's tool?
All of you young people are servants of Satan. It's all that heavy metal music and drugs and sex.
Oh, I gotta love the 90s in this
Did
game.
you see or hear anything the night Rita Scanlon was murdered?
Young man, I have already told the police everything I know, which is nothing. But if you ask me, she had what was coming to her.
Look, lady, Rita was my friend. I just want to find out who murdered her, that's all.
Wasn't Jesus.
Is that so? Well, I have nothing more to say to someone who consorted with the whore of Babylon. Good day.
I mean, she was a town bicycle, but I wouldn't go that far. Whore of Babylon's just a whole nother level there.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Is that so?
Alright, like I said, you get slightly different trees here.
I just heard about how Mr. Ramirez died. I want to express my condolences.
Thank you. It was a terrible tragedy. I don't know how I'll go on without my dear husband.
I'm sorry that I never had an opportunity to meet your husband.
Why, I'm surprised. He was the most prominent attorney in town. A very successful man and a charitable one, too. If he had lived, I have no doubt he would have eventually donated all his wealth to various noble causes.
I suppose that Sheriff Butler was in charge of investigating the fire.
Yes, and he found nothing to indicate foul play, despite what the insurance company says.
Do you think Rita was somehow involved?
Oh, definitely. She's the whore of Babylon.
I don't see how. Her soul now roasts in Hell's Kitchen. But the fire my husband died in was a tragic accident. Nothing more.
Gotta respect her conviction.
I've heard rumors that the fire your husband died in was, intentionally set.
Why, how dare you? Those rumors were started by the insurance company, trying to find a way to get out of paying off my husband's life insurance policy. I will thank you not to spread them any further. Good day!
Alright. Okay, there was one thing I forgot to do before streaming, and I need to go take care of it. I've just realized. I will be right back. Sorry about this. Okay, that accounted for it. Let's see what else we can get out of her. Okay, sorry to bug you.
Is that so?
I couldn't help but notice all the religious icons you have.
I do not care to be mocked, young man.
That
Go away before I call the sheriff.
wasn't what I was expecting.
Excuse me,
She has the
Mrs.
memory of a
Ramirez.
goldfish, thankfully.
May I talk to you?
What is it this time?
Okay.
Why do you think...
I do not care.
Okay. I think we're at a dead end here.
Excuse...
What is it?
I was just...
Young man, I believe we covered the...
I'm sorry.
Is that...
So your family...
Young man.
All right. Yep, she's made it clear she doesn't want to talk more. I'm not sure how this helps me. But it's good knowing that this is here, since it was something I was missing. That reminds me, we should save since we have accomplished something. Mayor to the mob, Jackson the Coolest for Clown. Okay, Heavy Metal Jesus. There we go. Heavy Metal Jesus was the name of a character I had in a D&D thing once. It was brief but enjoyable. It's also a song by, I believe, Dream Evil. Some sort of power metal band. Okay. So maybe there's something I can do in the Dark World to make her want to help me?
A cross is supposed to give...
But yeah, you gotta see how this applies, how this makes sense with the Dark World, Light World, in terms of how the place is laid out. That's the Dark World equivalent of her house. A single cross in a creepy area with a lot of electricity. Oh no. We got some information. Maybe we'll see if Jack's interested in it. It's an easy enough thing to try.
I'm not tired.
He's not tired. Also, notice the aerial. Man, people ain't had those in a long time. You got it all on UHF up there. Okay. I'm really trying to think of what this new place helps me with, because I'm pretty... That's not me. That's Jack. What's going on here?
To collect my final payment.
That's not Jack either.
Quick, get in before someone sees you.
It's that dude. The man who's always playing pool.
Why, that was Jimmy Gardner. What's that thug doing here?
I didn't expect that to happen. Let's knock on the door.
I shouldn't make my presence known while Jimmy Gardner is inside.
Well, that's something Jack's gonna want to know. Wait. No. Oh, I just realized what I should be doing. I should be eavesdropping. This window is open and everything.
Come on, lady. You still owe me one last payment for the torch job. Fork it over.
He's definitely a flamer.
You need to learn that patience is a virtue, young man. The money's been coming in slow from the insurance company, that's all. Here's the rest of what I owe you. Bless you for your help.
Mrs. Ramirez is handing Jimmy a wad of bills. Jimmy is still counting his money. I've got to take a picture of this.
Okay, now we're on the trolley.
Jack didn't believe my suspicions about Jimmy. Wait till he gets a load of this.
Get a load of this.
I better get out of here before they see me.
Okay. Cool. I'll call that progress of a stripe.
I have a splitting headache. I better go see Dr. Sims.
Yes! Progress! Alright, let's see if Jack is interested in the information we have, and then we'll go see Dr. Sim.
I'm not tired.
Alright, not yet.
I have a splitting...
So, here we go. Gonna save again, even though it's only been a minute here. Cluster headaches. Okay. Convenient, he's only open whenever we have a headache.
Why, hello, Mike. How are you feeling today?
Gotta help me, Doc.
You've got to help me, Doctor.
That's what I'm here for, Mike.
Kinda tempted to do this again because it was fun last time.
I feel terrible. I've got another one of those headaches.
I see. Well, I think we can take care of that after we have a little chat.
Just makes therapy so much better.
What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
It's like he's having LSD therapy.
I've been having more dreams.
More dreams about your dark world?
I visited there again. The ancients are hatching a new plot against humanity.
Oh no.
Is that so? Just what are they planning to do?
They're trying to take over the Earth.
Mike, I think this fantasy of yours is getting out of hand. Let's have no more talk about the so-called ancients for a while.
These headaches are gonna kill me.
When did this last one begin?
A little while ago. I was out for a walk at the park. I stopped by the Ramirez mansion.
And what did you see?
Well, I'd rather not talk about it.
Mike, you're not going to get better unless you completely confide in me.
Let's just get on with the hypnosis, okay?
All right. We'll
It's a shame.
hypnotize you now. Relax. Empty your mind and stare at the spot on the ceiling. You're feeling sleepy. You are calm, at peace.
It's odd. Just
Here's part of it. I'll have the rest tomorrow night when I can get to the re-election fund.
Make sure you do. This will be harder to get away with than torching that rich guy was. Boy, that Rita sure had a thing for other people's husbands.
Look! Up there, it's Mike Dawson. He's been listening in on us.
Dawson, still sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Just like your friend Rita. You want to end up dead like her and all her other friends?
everything about the scene is so weird.
Anybody hungry? How about some filet of brain? The gray matter is particularly tasty today.
Why?
Just what makes us Darkworlders strong and healthy. Hey, Mike! Your shoes are bleeding.
Yeah, I was about to ask about that.
You're so gross, Mike. No wonder Rita would rather be with my husband than with you.
I died again?
Mike, are you awake?
I'm not really dead.
How do you feel now?
I feel much better. Thanks, Dr. Sims.
I'm gratified to know it's working so well for you. We have a few minutes. Let's talk a little before you go. You were talking during your dream.
Creepy.
What did I say?
Quite a bit. You're angry with the mayor, aren't you?
Why do you think I'm angry with the mayor?
Your dream. It sounded like the mayor's wife was plotting with Jimmy to murder her husband.
I'm angry at Jimmy. He killed Mr. Ramirez for having an affair with Rita.
You're projecting, Mike. I think you're the one who was jealous of Rita.
Rita and I were just friends. We both saw other people.
You've never mentioned you had anyone else in your life, Mike.
Nope. Just teddy bears. Lots of teddy bears.
I'm not the jealous type, if that's what you think.
Not even when you learned she was flirting with Mr. Ramirez and Mayor Fleming?
Doctor, I think you're wrong about my feelings for Rita.
Well, maybe. But that's about all the time we have today. Give some more thought to what we discussed. And if your headaches return, see me.
Okay. I still love This Is Not a Cigar. That is the best part of that. Okay. Therapy. I forgot how to spell therapy. With an A, not an O. THERAPYWAVE 2000. Perfect. Right, because of... Yeah. Alright, so... how has this changed things? First off, let's see if Jack is interested in their information. Jack is interested in our information. It's gonna take a minute for him to show up.
Here comes Jack.
You tell by the music changing.
Guess what? I have a photo of Mrs. Ramirez paying off Jimmy for killing her husband. Yeah. I don't think it's a coincidence that his name keeps turning up.
What do you mean?
What's the connection between Jimmy and the sheriff?
Well, Jimmy told you he had the inside goods on the sheriff. I guess he was talking about the bribery charges.
What's the connection between Jimmy and Doc Larson?
Jimmy's name was listed in Doc Larson's little black book. Knowing Jimmy, he probably helped round up girls for the good doctor.
What's the connection between Jimmy and the mayor?
There isn't one. Oh, wait a second. He's very fond of the mayor's wife, Melissa. So you think he was angry that Rita was a homewrecker?
Yeah, seems unlikely.
I'm angry that a married man was fooling around with her.
Well, before you go ripping somebody's head off, I'd check out their story. On my way over here, I saw Jimmy go into the pool hall. Why don't you go have a man-to-man with him?
Alright. Well, that's advice that Jimmy gave us. Or Jack gave us about Jimmy. Guess we're gonna go fight Jimmy. I doubt this is going to go well, but it sure seems like it's worth a shot. Also, I just kind of want...
The door is locked.
Oh. Interesting. There's also a sign. I probably should read the sign. Or we'll zoom in on the pool hall. Did this happen every time before?
I've been suspicious of you for some time, Jimmy Gardner. The liquor store robbery, the Lindbergh kidnapping, but now I'm convinced you murdered Rita Scanlon.
Oh boy.
Listen good, Slim. I'm getting real sick of your crazy talk. Now shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
You don't frighten me none, Jimmy Gardner. This here letter proves you're a killer. They're gonna lock you up and throw away the key.
Seems optimistic.
That does it, you loon. You stuck your nose where it doesn't belong, and now you're gonna pay for it.
Oh my. Why?
Hey, stop picking
No.
on him, Jimmy. Put that gun away. Let's see if you're brave enough to take me on, man to man.
Do I have to fight him now?
Oh.
Well, thanks, Jack. That made that a lot easier. Bye, Slim.
You okay, Mikey boy?
What happened?
I had a feeling you were spoiling for a fight with Jimmy, and I thought you could use some help. Looks like I was right. You can thank me later. I've got to run.
Wait a minute. Where did Slim run off to?
It's getting weirder and weirder.
Jimmy's knocked out cold.
Yes, steal his shit.
Jimmy's knocked out cold.
Alright, I guess we won't be stealing his shit. Seems unlikely, but I'm going to check anyway, just in case. What? How did you... Okay.
Are you okay, Slim?
Oh, come in, Mr. Dawson. Thanks for helping me out back there.
Still feel I should have taken his gun.
I'm sorry I couldn't have done more. I guess I'm not much of a fighter.
What are you talking about, Mr. Dawson? Why, you knocked Jimmy Gardner out cold.
No, Jack did that.
I think you need glasses, Slim. I wasn't the one who saved you.
Some people think my head's a little screwed up, but my eyes are fine.
Oh, nuts.
Why'd you run away when Jimmy pulled his gun? I thought your suit made you invulnerable.
My uniform doesn't cover my face, Mr. Dawson. Every power has its limits.
What was this evidence you said you have against Jimmy?
It's a love letter written by Rita to Melissa's husband. It seems she was having a fling with our honorable mayor.
Interesting. How'd you get that?
How did you get a hold of this letter?
Oh, I snatched it out of Melissa's purse earlier today. I knew she was involved in some kind of conspiracy, and I just needed a motive. Gosh darn if I didn't find one.
What first led you to suspect Melissa?
I've seen Melissa go into the pool hall regularly the past few weeks. Now, that isn't the proper place for a mayor's wife, is it? So I've been keeping my eye on her.
Fascinating.
I noticed you collect a lot of things, but how could you stoop to picking a woman's purse?
Easily.
Well, Mr. Dawson, sometimes you have to bend the rules a little in the pursuit of justice. I am the town's sole protector, after all.
It's a good argument.
I don't understand what Jimmy has to do with all of this.
The night before the high school reunion, I saw Melissa give Jimmy a big wad of money. That seemed mighty suspicious, especially after how Jimmy turned Mr. Ramirez into a crispy critter.
Ooh,
you know that Jimmy caused the Ramirez fire?
Don't act so surprised, Mr. Dawson. Most people just think I'm a crazy fool, so they tend to talk a little carelessly when I'm around. I've heard it all. And then some.
Cool.
You know, Slim, there is a lot of evil in the world.
You got that right, Mr. Dawson. That's why I prefer my own delusions.
Oh, I like that.
Thanks for helping to clear my name. Next time you have a conspiracy theory, I'm gonna listen.
I've listened to every conspiracy
My
theory he's had.
pleasure. But I'm going to give it a rest for now. My fillings are picking up radio transmissions from outer space again, and I'm starting to get a headache.
No good guy for that.
Do you mind if I hand the letter and Jimmy's gun over to the sheriff, Slim?
Go ahead. Sheriff Butler wouldn't pay it any attention if I gave them to him. He didn't even believe me the time I found Jimmy Hoffa's grave. Take them. They're yours.
It's because Jimmy Hoffa isn't dead. Okay, cool. We've acquired a gun. I don't know if I want to give the gun away immediately. I have an idea about what I could use this gun for.
Jimmy's gone. I've got to find him before he kills more people for the generator.
Yeah, I'm kind of agreeing that he is probably the shapeshifter, but I'm not counting the mayor out yet. Or possibly the watering man. I have my suspicions about him.
I can't believe it. Here's a sign saying that the diner has been closed by the health department because of a rat infestation. That doesn't make sense. Hank keeps the diner spotless.
I think that's a sign I should also go back and visit the diner in the other world to see what's going on. Alright, I want to go to the other world and see if I can use the gun to win the shooting game in this world, and maybe that'll make my life easier.
Matrix verified as privileged worker.
I don't really want to give away the gun first. Oh boy. Yep.
Oh no! I didn't get here fast enough to keep Jimmy from killing the mayor. I've got to stop him before he kills another 2 people to complete the generator link.
I guess that's the mayor now, huh?
That's the ancient space.
Yeah, we've done that. Alright, so the mayor's dead. That's a shame. He, yeah, no, I don't have any end to that sentence. Alright, so...
It's out of bullets.
Convenient. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have tried. Now the rack has 2 hats. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay, maybe I've been going about the prophecy thing in the wrong way. Maybe she tells me where to use things in the real world by telling me about the locations in the dark world, if that makes sense. Because she mentioned the church over a river of blood, or lake of blood, and I used the camera at Mrs. Ramirez's house. So maybe it's not that way. I'm going to ask her about the gun. If she describes the Hall of Justice, then we'll know what we need to do in the real world, I think. Which is just give the gun away. Still not enamored with that idea, but I also don't have any bullets, so it doesn't really matter now, does it?
Pandora. What's my...
Okay, so I want to hear about the gun.
What role does this play in my future, Pandora?
I see a blacksmith making a final blow.
Trigger mechanism. Okay, maybe I'm wrong about that. I definitely know what to do with that now. Letter?
What can you tell me about this?
I see a hat rack with 2 of its 4 pegs occupied.
Well, Kappa called that one. Kappa... Oh! These are all... representations of the people who are going to end up in there. Rita's the ticket. Here's the love letter to the mayor. The third one was the camera. No, the camera wasn't the third one. What was the third one? I had another one where she said the third thing is in a hat rack. Drawing a blank on what that object was. Probably the little black book, which means... it was a black book, right. Because that means the coroner is going to be the third to go. I'm not that sad about that, honestly. He was kind of a dick. Okay, I'm going to save before I do this because I think I might screw myself. Because I'm a bit worried that if I give the sheriff both items, I won't be able to give the gun to the blacksmith, and I really want the otherworldly weapon. Is he back?
The power's off.
No, he's not back. I can still talk to the deputy if I wanted to. There are some options, but I'm not happy about them. Ow. Now let's go see if the deputy is interested in the love letter, and we'll go from there. Otherwise, we'll go to the other world and see what we can get done there.
Rita nailed all the windows on ground level shut a long time.
Alright, well that wasn't helpful. Pull gun on deputy!
Nailed all the windows.
Alright, well I think that's a pretty clear indication I should go give the metal triggering mechanism to the blacksmith in exchange for whatever he wants. In exchange for what he'll give me, I guess. Dark World, Commercial District, Blacksmith's Place that looks remarkably like a what, V8 engine or something? At least I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be. Alright, Blacksmith. Here you go. Let's see what he wants, or what he'll give me.
Is the trigger mechanism of this gun of interest to you?
Let me see that.
Well, is it something you can use?
Come on.
Why, yes. This will do quite nicely. It's a trade, then. Here, let me attach your biomechanical arm.
Cool.
Cool.
Alright. I now have a biomechanical arm. I've got a gun grafted to me. I feel the need to try this out, even though it's a bad idea. It reminds me also I wanted to check to see if I had everything set right. I did. Okay. Save. Guns solve problems. Let's see who I can shoot with my bioarm gun. I kill this guy here, the sheriff will probably, or the deputy will probably wander off, right? I'm unconvinced this is the right solution, but we have to try it anyway. Use gun on dude. This looks promising.
I better not draw any weapons. Biomechanical limbs are probably much faster than my human ones.
It is biomechanical. Fine then, we won't go and shoot him. You have no idea how disappointed I am about this fact. Alright, I think what I need to do is go win the shooting game in the dark world, and then I can win the one in the light world, which will let me turn off the power in the commercial district. What that will do next, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I guess it'll let me into this room here, which might be of high value. Who's the one with the gun now? Wait, still you? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so disappointing. So disappointing. Got both a gun and a crossbow, which is pretty cool.
Matrix ver-
Alright, so over here. Yeah, he did. Okay, let's try this. Use gun on game?
This alien material.
Alright, well that didn't help. What do I need a gun for? Who am I gonna shoot? I've already gone and tried to shoot the people I wanted to shoot. Alright, what else? What are my other options? Could shoot the Overwaterer, then he'll be dead. Mom's house is still off limits. Hall of Justice is tapped out, I'm pretty sure. Recreation area is pretty tapped out, unless I want to... Oh yeah, I want to go check out this area, now that he's plagued by rats. There might be something there.
I can't reach it from here.
Do I want to reach it from here?
The Dreketh guard must have found out that the bartender talked to me and killed him.
Okay. Well, that sucks. Can I path around this? Oh, they did talk about, like, ratlings over here, didn't they? I can't go poke the bartender's corpse from here, I guess. Creepy, but
I can't reach it.
Not important. Gun on ratlings? No. Alright, so much for my shooting solutions. So he's dead. That sucked. For him. Not for me. I'm fine. I'm still alive. Okay, where are we going? Guess I could try to go win the shooting gallery with my biomechanical gun. Doesn't seem like the worst of ideas. Because I do against again, I feel a bit tapped out in terms of options. The sheriff's not back from investigating my fake crime, so I can't give him the love letter. Yep, that worked.
Hey!
BYOG.
What the hell happened here?
I guess the trigger must have jammed. But I hit every target, so I think I still earned a prize.
You can have your prize, but I don't want to see your face around here again.
That was some pretty nice shooting there, Dawson. You seem awfully handy with a weapon.
Creepy.
Oh, hello, Sheriff Butler. What brings you down to the carnival?
I'm just checking out the area, looking for suspects. I'm not surprised to find you here.
Suspects? For what? Rita's murder?
No, not for Rita's murder. For the murder of Mayor Fleming.
Oh.
Mayor Fleming's been murdered?
You been anywhere else in the park during the last hour?
I don't know anything about it. What happened?
The FBI is examining the body right now. I'm on the lookout for suspects who've been to the park during the last hour.
I think I have, in fact, been to the park in the last hour.
The last hour? Well, I've been busy doing some work.
Work? Oh, yes. I've heard that you've been playing detective today. And what evidence have you turned up, Sherlock?
I didn't do it, Sheriff. It was Jimmy Gardner.
Jimmy Gardner? Don't make me laugh. He's a two-bit punk, not some psycho cutthroat.
Disagree.
I've got a letter implicating Jimmy. Melissa hired him to kill Rita for having an affair with the mayor.
All right, Dawson. I'll talk to Jimmy about this letter. But stick around in case
boy.
the feds or I have any more questions for you.
Yep. Sheriff's gonna die next. Oh, he's so gonna die. That's a death flag right there. Alright, well, we've got our other teddy bear. Let's go turn off the power.
I have a splitting headache. I better go see Dr. Sims.
I don't want to go see oh. I should, but I don't want to. I want to go get I want to go plug in the teddy bear. I'm gonna go plug in the teddy bear instead. I remain cautiously optimistic.
Matrix Vera.
Alright, plug in teddy bear. Womp.
The machine stopped working.
Yep, it's finally done. Power is off. Will this stop the man from watering his garden? Definitely not. But this area is pretty tapped out until I touch this. Need to touch that machine. So I'm feeling good about that. Okay, I want to go check out the commercial district now that it lacks power. Can I get in here? Probably should save first, but since I've committed to this action, I probably should save after. Cool. Save. Teddy bears solve. Oh. One dead sheriff. Close enough.
Hey, this is the design room from my first visit to the Dark World.
I was gonna know that. Let's look at the whip.
Whenever I look at this hideous thing, I feel a throbbing where the ancients pried open my head and implanted the embryo.
Okay. So interestingly enough, this is the equivalent of the therapy room.
Something's wrong. I'm starting to feel dizzy. I better stay on my feet. I'm feeling very light.
A lot of stuff in here that's very creepy.
I better stay on my feet. This chair makes me feel very uneasy.
Alright, so there's just some chairs and stuff.
Something's wrong.
He doesn't like this room. It's probably for the best that we leave. Especially now that we've acquired this bizarro whip. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go see the doctor. I think that probably is the smart move before I get too far into whatever I'm doing.
Splitting.
Go to see Mr. Sim.
I have a splitting head.
Right, you gotta poke the door instead of use it as an exit.
Why, hello, Mike. I'm surprised to see you again.
My head is killing me, Dr. Sims.
What happened?
Didn't you hear? Mayor Fleming's been murdered in the park.
I should have gone to the park.
I heard, Mike. Doc Larson told me that he had performed the autopsy.
Doc Larson? That pervert.
Why do you say that, Mike? Are you jealous of the relationship he enjoyed with Rita?
It's not that. I told you before I wasn't jealous of Rita.
Of course, Mike. Of course.
That is a depiction of a real-life chair called the Harkonnen, which was designed for an unfinished Dune film. The more you know! Huh? Ain't that something?
I'm worried there's gonna be more murders, Dr. Sims.
The whole town shares your concern, Mike.
It's my fault, Dr. Sims. I know who the killer is, but I let him escape.
Don't blame yourself, Mike. Capturing criminals is the responsibility of the police.
You don't understand. The Keeper of the Scrolls chose me to stop the Ancients.
Mike, you really must resist these fantasies about the Dark World. There's no shapeshifter going around and murdering people.
I think that Geyer did work on one of the Dune films, the one that came out in the 90s. I might be wrong about that, but it wouldn't surprise me.
I think I need more hypnosis.
I agree, Mike. Let's try another session. Look at the spot on the ceiling. Relax. Close your eyes.
In the 90s, they really thought that hypnosis was going to be all-powerful.
Welcome back, folks. Our guest today on Let's Make a Death is Mike Dawson. How are you, Mike?
Okay, I guess. What's going on, Paul?
It's your lucky day, Mike. You get to choose one of 3 holograms and learn something about this mystery you're trying to solve.
Huh.
Which hologram will it be?
I don't like this.
Hologram number 1, please.
Hologram number 1 is the lovely Rita Scanlon, alive and well.
Mike, you're so wrapped up in your own little world. You didn't kill me. You know, you really ought to read more. I could have helped you like I did Mr. Ramirez, the mayor, and Doc Larson.
Ouch! Not quite the reunion you hoped for, was it? Choose another hologram.
Hologram number 2.
Hologram number 2 is the not-so-honorable Mayor Fleming. You know, Mike, you and Rita just didn't have the right kind of interests. You just didn't click the way she and I did, if you know what I mean.
Saying the mayor was coming on to me?
Oh boy, I think I got the picture. And so did you, Mike, when you found those photos of Rita in the mayor's car. I bet that got your engine running. Choose another hologram.
Hologram number 3.
Hologram 3 is a real smooth operator, Doc Larson.
He's so dead.
Rita didn't have much time for you, Mike, but she somehow found time to bring me my medical textbooks. You don't suppose that got her interested in playing doctor, do you? Are you jealous, Mike? That's what you get for sneaking into my office and stealing my little black book.
That must have been a bitter pill to swallow. I'm sorry, Mike. There's no prize for you in any of the holograms, but we do have a lovely parting gift for you.
All the hardware you'll ever need. A beautiful set of steak knives, sharp enough to cut again and again and again.
This game is so weird.
Mike, are you awake? How do you feel now?
Worse.
God, what a dream I had. It was awful.
What did you dream about this time? You were mumbling, but I couldn't really understand the words.
Rita was in my dream. She told me Jimmy Gardner didn't kill her.
Wait, what?
Did she tell you who did kill her?
I'm certain that Paul Cooper had something to do with Rita's murder.
Who's Paul Cooper?
Mike, promise me you won't go making accusations in public.
Is Paul Cooper the guy who owns a hardware store?
Only a dream.
It's all so confusing. Maybe Jack can make sense of it.
I really wish you'd stop seeing this Jack fellow. I think he's bad for you.
Damn it, Dr. Sims. Stop bad-mouthing Jack.
Please, Mike, calm down.
I'm sorry, Dr. Sims. Jack's my only friend.
I can see that Jack's a sensitive subject for you. Let's not talk about him now. What else did you get out of your dream?
I'm feeling a little better. At least my headache's gone again.
Okay.
Well, that's good to hear, Mike. How do you feel about the mayor's death now?
Awful. Oh, gotta pick the bad one.
That bastard Fleming got what was coming to him.
Michael, don't say such things. Your dream must have tapped into some buried anger.
Ooh, buried anger. I'd listen to buried anger.
Don't worry, Dr. Sims. I think I'm getting better. I'd like to go now.
Go where?
Very well, Mike. Now just go home and try to get some rest.
Okay, Dr. Sims. I'll try.
I think it's for the best.
Okay. So that was productive.
Excuse me. Mike Dawson? Special Agent Gannon, FBI.
This is new.
May I have a word with you?
Want to save my game, but sure.
What do you want?
You're not leaving until I get some answers from you.
All right.
Why are you talking to me?
So I want answers from you.
I'll ask the questions, Dawson. I'm the cop. You're the suspect. Got it?
What am I suspected of?
Ugly mustache.
You're suspected of a lot of things, Dawson. I've done some checking up on you. I know all about what happened to you last year.
What do you know about what happened last year?
Enough to know that you're nutty as a fruitcake. We've seen your psychiatric reports, Dawson. They have psycho written all over them.
Just fruitcake as a cliche is so weird because I don't know anyone who's actually eaten one. It's very odd.
No, it's all true. There really is a dark world.
Duck world.
Save your insanity defense for the jury, Dawson. The truth is that you killed both Rita Scanlon and Mayor Fleming.
You're right, I'm guilty.
But I found a letter that proves Jimmy Gardner killed Rita. I gave it to Sheriff Butler.
Mistakes were made.
Butler's off the case. I'm in charge now. And as for your friend Jimmy Gardner, he's in the hospital, coma. Furthermore, Doc Larson places the mayor's time of death sometime after you attacked Gardner. Killer.
Had several fruitcakes? Really? Like, I thought it was just a cliche. Like, I've seen them in stores, but I've never seen anyone actually buy one. Like, legitimately, I did not think that it was a thing beyond a gag. Are they any good? I mean, I assume if you had several, either it's an obligation to eat them, or, you know, you were, I don't know, put under threat of mortal dismemberment or something to eat fruitcakes, or they're actually very good. I just don't know.
Larson's lying. He was involved with Rita. He's the psycho.
Right, Dawson. Everybody's a psycho but you. No wonder Rita dumped you. Is that why you killed her?
I think this guy's a delusion.
I loved Rita. I didn't touch her.
Oh yeah? It sure sounds like everyone else did. She dressed up in leather for the mayor. She was doing the nasty with Doc Larson. But nothing for poor Mike. Makes you mad enough to kill, doesn't it?
What? What?
Oh no. I think I'm really in trouble. I need to talk to Jack.
Just punched out the FBI agent. What the fuck? Alright, well, they really want me to talk to Jack, so I guess we'll try to summon Jack. Nuttier than a fruit cake. At least we're doing the cliche thing. We're going to do it right. Also, caps lock won't turn on anymore.
Here comes Jack.
He's in no hurry. It's not like I've been accused of murder or just punched an FBI agent or anything. If you get the moisture and sweetness right, they're great. Okay. Also, they were all holiday breads you had to try. Fair enough. I'll keep an open mind.
I hit an FBI agent.
Gotta lead with the big
Smart
move.
Ace. Why'd you do that?
I got angry. He made some comment about Doc Larson and I just flipped out.
I can't blame you, Mike. The idea of him and Rita together would drive me crazy too, not to mention Mayor Fleming.
Had some really good rum cake when I was in DC. Like, nice personal size ones, too. It was a farmer's market, which had a guy selling rum cake vaguely near one of my relatives. It was really tasty. I was right.
Maybe Mrs. Ramirez was right. Maybe Rita got what she deserved.
Hey, none of that talk, Mikey boy. It takes two to tango, you know? Both Mayor Fleming and Doc Larson are Class A leches. I'd like to clobber them myself.
Well,
the mayor's been murdered. His head was cut off, just like Rita's.
Not gonna have an opportunity now.
What? Another murder?
By the way, thanks for helping me back at the pool hall.
No problemo. I had a feeling you'd try to take Jimmy's head off. So, did he fess up?
Jimmy's not our man. He was unconscious when the mayor was killed.
That's real bad news, Mikey boy, because I'm fresh out of Leeds. I think you're going to be swinging a sledgehammer the rest of your life.
Oh, crap. It's Jack.
Sledgehammer? Wait a second. Paul Cooper, the hardware store owner. He's involved in all this somehow. I just had a dream about him.
Man, you're losing it. Instead of grasping at straws, you should be putting your affairs in order. Look, I'll be a character witness for you at the trial, but I think I've outlived my usefulness here. Take care, Mike.
Oh, man. Jack. Jack, no! Oh, there goes my only friend. What's up, Luce? How you doing? It's going well over here. We're just trying to figure out the mystery of Darkseid. Now let's go to a murder scene. In the park, you say?
That's odd. They drew the chalk outline with a head. The police probably didn't want people to panic knowing the murder was so gruesome.
Yeah, I guess we don't get to see the other murder.
I'm not tired. Rita and I used to have
Yeah, suspicious. Anyway, we have to go investigate the hardware store owner who is way overwatering his lawn. He is definitely suspicious. Can I get into the hardware store now? No.
The sign says that the hardware store...
Even though the power is out, we can't get in there. I'm gonna investigate him.
Hi, Paul.
No problem.
I keep wandering back to...
You must.
I can't imagine.
I hope they're talking to that hoodlum Jimmy Gardner. I saw him loitering outside of Rita's house that night.
Almost done with judging the entries. I'm about a little more than halfway done. I think I've done like 14. And so that means I think there's 8 to go. I'm not exactly sure when the next stream will be, but I'm aiming for a time that's not so terrible for people in the Americas. No promises, but I'm hoping I'll have time on Wednesday to do like a 6 p.m. PST or PDT stream, but we'll see what happens. Because I like to do at least one judging stream that isn't terrible for people, you know, in my home country, time-wise. Yeah.
Well, I just...
All right,
We still need to investigate him, but we can't really do much about this right now. Does explain why I want to get into his house. Yeah, he's still here. There's nothing to do there. I think we should go back to the Dark World. I think the Dark World's where we want to be right now. Because I still haven't gone to Rita's house in the Dark World, and that seems really important. And removing the power has removed people in the past, I think. So we'll see what happens. Commercial district. We already got the gun. What country are you in? I'm in the United States. I live in Seattle, which is the biggest city in the state of Washington, not the DC one. So, just, you know, I stream like starting at midnight most of the time, and it's an absolutely terrible time for anyone who lives in the United States who isn't an insomniac. And given the amount of underage people who don't generally get to choose their own schedule on SMW Central, it's probably for the best to at least try to have one stream of judging that isn't at a terrible time. Okay.
This biomechanoid looks like Ick and Uck's long.
Still alive? Still alive. I made... yeah, that was bad. Shouldn't ask him any questions. Nuttier than a fruitcake. It's right before I talk to Jack, so we gotta do this again.
Here comes Jack.
Several of my leads are gone now. Stream really late. Sometimes really early. Yeah, you catch me like right when I'm about to finish up. It's very early morning East Coast, usually. Very early morning East Coast. I think you're on the East Coast. I'm not at the, or yeah, you're in South areas. But yes, I live in the Pacific time zone. Is this area pool hall, but it's probably still tapped out. Yeah, this area's tapped out. Oh god, I'm back to narrowing the world to an absurd extent. I've turned off power in the commercial district. How does this help me? Can I still go in here?
The power's not off here.
Oh, actually, maybe this will help. Can I use this to tame the television? Nope, my S&M whip will not let me turn up the volume on the television. Central time zone? Okay. That makes sense. Central is time zone several of my people I know live in. It's a bigger time zone than you think, really. Mountain's pretty narrow when you get down to it. Okay, so what options do I have? I need to get into Rita's house, so I need to get the deputy to leave. I need to get into the hardware store, so I need something to help with that. I need to get into the hardware store in his house, which I think is going to require a wrench of some sort, but I'm not entirely sure. I have a gun. What's up, Matt? How you doing? None of these items are useful. Like, what am I going to do with this S&M whip?
Whenever I look at this hideous thing, I feel a throbbing where the ancients pried open my head and implanted the...
I don't know what this thing is. It doesn't help. Just vibing? Alright. That's good. I'm trying to figure out what the hell this S&M whip thing in my inventory does to help me solve puzzles. It says it cuts things, maybe? Maybe we can use it to cut the pipe? Oh.
Hey, what happened to the water?
That worked. I guess it's a wrench. And we're into his house.
Oh man, this is too
weird
for words. There's no doubt that Paul is crazy enough to be a killer. Now I have to find some hard evidence to connect him to the murders.
It's the cabinets. It's all cabinets.
It's locked.
There's nothing but cabinets. No person should live this way. They'd be highly organized, but still.
Dirty little secrets hidden in these drawers.
Gonna try and stream something? Alright. Well, good luck. Hope it goes well. In before Paul's a shapeshifter. You know, I think Paul is pretty high up on my list of suspects now. He's always been kind of creepy. Now he's really creepy.
Paul's bedroom looks fairly normal. In fact, it kind of resembles my own room.
What do you mean normal? He has a fucking neon cactus. No one should own a neon cactus.
A neon cactus. How charming. This fruitcake is probably into country music, too.
No one should own... Can I get the neon cactus? No. I wanted a neon cactus. I make bad decisions in life. Actually, I kind of want a neon cactus now.
Unusual reading material. Just the kind of books you'd expect any normal guy to read.
Real fake drawers? Yeah. Or should they? Yeah, maybe. Ooh, I like the mirror.
Checks are made out to the Department of Water and Power. That lunatic paid his water bill in advance up through the end of the year.
He paid his water bill! That means he's really suspicious. Also, watch the mirror.
All of these checks are made out... Weird.
Weird. Alright, so neon cactus, bookshelf.
It's full of books.
It's full of books. Good to know. Could we get another... No. Can I take the chair?
All of these checks...
No, I want the chair.
All of these checks are made...
This is really weird. And somehow unproductive.
No unusual reading material. No unusual reading.
Like... I can't pick up the chair.
All of these checks are...
And the hitbox for this is humongous.
No unusual reading.
Nope.
No unusual reading.
Nope. Alright, so this room is bizarrely a bust.
Weird. Paul's desk, or at least what serves as his desk. Looks like he mostly uses it for paying his bills.
Alright, so this room is a bust. I still have the S&M whip thingy, so I can get back in here when I feel like it.
I can't leave without proving that Paul murdered Rita and the others. As crazy as Paul is, I don't think he'd fall for the hose trick again.
Alright, so it's not going to let me leave until after? Or is this a warning? No, it's not going to let me leave. So whatever I need to do is in this area. I just don't know what beyond possibly opening his drawers. Key? Nope. Whip? Nope. This is really weird.
It's locked. Paul must have all...
I mean, how would you know which set of drawers are his dirty secret drawers?
Paul must have all...
Can I get into these?
It's locked.
They're all...
It's locked.
His hand kind of gets stuck there.
It's locked.
Something is... This is weird. Even weirder. Can I jimmy it with my card? No. I think there must be something in the other room I'm missing. Like, I feel like this entire area has to be solvable in one go, because if you come in here, you can't leave unless you've solved everything. Is there another room I'm missing? This dude's house is small. Even my mom's house is bigger.
Reading material.
Or has it? I don't know. Ugh. Okay. Ugh. This is weirding me out. And my water has become irritatingly room temperature, so I'm going to get up and get some cold water, and I'll be right back. Yeah, I hit the keyboard while leaning over to get the other set of earbuds. Like I said, there's too many cables involved in playing these games. I'm curious about his lamp. And the mirror, I feel like, is supposed to clue me into something. Say about bills again?
All of these checks are made...
Yeah. So I really don't know what to think of this.
All of these checks
Like, either I'm playing Pixel Hunter, and there's like one specific spot in his bookshelf or whatever that has a chance of delivering
No unusual reading. No unusual...
some sort of key, or I've come in here ill-prepared, which is also a possibility.
I can't leave without proving...
So either A, I've dead-ended myself, possible, or B, there's just a hot pixel somewhere in this entire mess
Paul must have all...
that I'm missing. Just sweep the room. Like, I see that I can access these two things. These are the only two hot spots in this room that I found. Nothing doing. Not even the one that looks weird, like it's been turned into a beehive, like right here. He's not even curious about that. Or the tiny one on top of the other cabinet. Oh, good. Oh yeah, I went and fixed the buttons. I think they're a little bit better now. It's now an HTML page, as opposed to a bunch of pictures. One of the things I got done yesterday. Okay, if I reload from Nuttier than a fruitcake, I still have to do the Jack conversation again. But then I can go do other things. I think I'm dead-ended here, unless there's something obvious I can do here. Oh, okay, let's see. Can I use gun? Gun is not an option. Gun is always an option, but the game doesn't want to let me use gun. The crystal key doesn't work, because clearly that'd be too easy. They're not magnetically locked, which means I can't use the crossbow. This ticket stub isn't useful. Not clickable. You can click on them all you want, they just don't have any handlers. I also made it so that it has a consistent size, the add window down there. I think it's a good improvement. We'll see. But the nice thing is I can now actually like add and remove buttons, where previously it would have been a huge pain in the butt. So I downloaded a few more buttons. I'm contemplating putting one on that might be contextual. We'll find out later. It would amuse me deeply to do such things. But I think I'm dead-ended here, unless there's something really obvious I'm missing. Because, like, this room has 2 pixel spots. And this room has nothing except a neon cactus. I can't manipulate the neon cactus. I'm not allowed to look at whatever... the lamp over here. There's stuff here, but I can't really do anything with it. There's his bills, who cares? There's this painting, which, while weird, is not nearly as weird as the Dark World. And his bookshelf full of crap. So I think I'm dead-ended here. Unless there's, again, a pixel I'm missing. Sadly cannot stay. Oh, that's sad. That's unfortunate. Alright, see you later, Matt. Sleep well. See you next time. And I'll enjoy my ads while they last. Yeah, I really should do more with that. I haven't done any advert gaming in a while. There's so many things I want to do, but I haven't found the time and energy. So, yeah, I think I'm either dead-ended here, or I'm not, and I don't know which sucks. Which makes me think that what I probably should do is do something else. I'm thinking. Point sync? Have you know the points are mine? Wait. Oh, I didn't hear it because it wasn't... Oh, I didn't hear it. Gotta remember to fix that. They're yours. You're welcome to do whatever you want with them.
Scuff marks.
Wait.
This bookcase must have been moved across the floor recently.
Thinking, well, the bottom was... But am I loud enough? Well, we found something.
A secret passage.
That was on accident, I'll be honest.
A secret passage.
Oh, I'm having too much fun with this.
A secret passage. Secret passages, rooms full of locked drawers, lawn furniture on the roof. All very strange. But nothing that proves that Paul murdered Rita.
Look, I was trying everything. I was like, oh, there's a button here. Let's go through and see what's in the secret passage.
My God! Paul's house contains a Dark World portal. I was right. He is the shapeshifter.
Alright. Well, that explains a few things.
Paul must be a devil worshipper too. This place is giving me the creeps.
He's very excited about it. I guess I should take the key. That's the big obvious thing. And the book. And Paul. Oh, mistakes were made.
Keep your unclean hands off my things, Mike. You're here to stop the messenger from coming, aren't you? Well, then you shall be the first to be cleansed.
Whoops. Is this... No, this can't be where I'm supposed to get stabbed. Oh, I killed Paul.
Paul, do you want me to call a doctor?
Mike, don't bother helping me. I'm sorry I attacked you. The voices told me to kill you. They tell me many things.
What else did the voices tell you?
To water your lawn, clearly.
They told us to prepare for the coming of the messenger.
Oh, crap.
What do you mean you prepared your souls?
Don't you see? All 3 murder victims were members of our otherworld cult. The killer has taken us first because our minds are already prepared.
3? 3 murder victims. Gotta go now. Have some more ads just cuz. Alright, it definitely diminishes the seriousness of this game.
Killer?
But that's okay.
Of course not, Mike. I could never have done such things. Only one as great and pure as the messenger can perform such deeds. I knew my time would come soon.
I think it's supposed to be serious. But now everything's been thrown in a loop. I legitimately thought that Paul was the murderer, and now clearly he's not.
What were these voices you heard?
So...
The spirits of the dead. We contacted them a year and a half ago during a seance I conducted. They wanted... things.
Things.smc. But they were several years too early.
Who's we?
Rita and myself at first. Once we realized we
Oh,
were
this is
in
the book club.
contact with the spirits of the dead, we formed the Otherworld cult so that we could maintain permanent contact.
Is that what all this occult stuff is about? Seances, contacting the dead?
Yes. I've always been obsessed with occult science.
Cult
That's why
science.
I formed the Otherworld cult. I so wanted to make contact with my mother. She died when I was a child, you know.
I did not know that.
What kinds of things did the voices want?
High water bills.
They wanted us to worship them. They taught us a ceremony. We used it, and though we didn't realize it, we became their slaves.
Paul, you're starting to look awfully pale.
Yeah, who could have stabbed you?
Everything's growing dark.
Oh my god, I killed him! Paul was obviously the shapeshifter. I don't care what he said. But who's going to believe me without any proof? The police will just say that I was jealous of him too.
I mean, to be honest,
One thing's for sure. I've got to get out of here before someone finds me with the body.
you've punched out an FBI agent and killed a man. Wait, no, there's stuff I wanted to look at in there! No. I'm gonna restore if I have to.
Can't go back in.
Okay, well, let's save. There's only one obvious answer here. Paul is totally dead. No one ever believes you when you say Paul is dead. Okay, really quick. I want to see if I can look at some other stuff in there before that happened. Makes me very disappointed that I couldn't, like, look at the book because I collected the key, which wasn't even part with the drawers and everything. But my suspicion is that key opens up the door in my room for some reason.
Hey!
Anyway, we'll go inside the house, check the scuff marks, and then move from there. It's a shame we couldn't steal his neon cactus, though.
Oh, man.
Definitely a lot of lost potential in terms of options here.
Scuff marks.
Those are really hard to see on the screen, by the way.
A secret
Like, I see them, but, like, really hard to see.
Oh my god.
Alright, can I read the book? I wanted to look at the book.
What kind of crap is this? The book's open to a chapter about the other world. It seems that the spirits of the dead, whoever they are planning to send a messenger to cleanse the Prime World.
Okay.
I've seen this creature before. In my dreams.
All sorts of cool stuff to look at.
Hey, this picture is of Paul and Rita. And there's Mayor Fleming and Doc Larson. They're all wearing black robes. What's going on here?
Alright, so her book club was definitely the cult.
Paul must be a devil worshiper too. This place is giving me the creeps.
Definitely a pretty standard Call of Cthulhu style setup here. Or Path of Cthulhu, whatever.
The sign of the four. The four what? Maybe I don't want to know.
Okay, cool. There was one bit of dialogue we missed. I'm not sure. I just kind of want to see him stab Paul again, honestly. Come on.
Keep your...
Stab Paul!
Why did you...
I'm sorry, Mike.
Okay.
What else did
They told us to prepare for the coming of the messenger. He will arrive any day now and cleanse the world. It has been foretold. We have seen it in our dreams, and we have prepared our souls.
Alright, well that was the one bit of dialogue we missed.
What do you mean? What were these? Who? I saw. Is that what? What? Paul?
I thought about restoring, but like this seems to work just as well. Anyway, we're at the same equivalent point. And so, just in case it mattered to like do some plot flags or something, we'll save over Paul. Okay, cool. Let's go up on his roof now. Check out his patio furniture.
I'm not climbing up there.
Can we turn back on the water faucet?
The faucet's off, and I want it to stay that way.
I don't. Alright, so what is this key?
The key to Paul's hardware store is probably on this key ring.
There's only one key on this key ring. Why wouldn't I just pick up the key? Like, seriously. If you have one key, there's not a lot of point in the key ring. Alright, well, let's check out Paul's hardware store.
It's dark in here. Spooky, too.
Okay. I need some nails.
Forget it. I've handled enough nuts for today.
We have to do that one again.
Forget it. I've handled enough nuts for today.
Almost feel like that might summon Nintendesi. You never know.
Forget it. I've handled enough nuts for today.
Let's see. Can we look at the scale?
I hate using these suspended scales. I've always been afraid the whole thing is going to come crashing down.
I've never had that fear in life until this moment. But I get it. Wait, what? No, what? How did... Something has gone wrong.
This sign says that the heart...
I'm walking on air.
This sign says that the...
This isn't what I meant. No, go back inside. Okay. Why did that happen? That doesn't make any sense. I might reload just to be sure, because, like, the palette's clearly wrong. I just wanted to get the screwdriver. I wanted to get the pliers. I'm gonna reload out of an abundance of caution. I've received concerning local news through an alert on your phone. Well, that's not good. How you doing, Scrumbular? Some sort of tornado watch warning sort of situation, or something worse? Hopefully not about handling nuts.
It's dark in here.
I'm gonna examine the... No, it's not examinable. Oh, it's exitable. So it probably is just one big hitbox over here. Okay. What do I want from in this place? A radio? No, what?
What am I thinking? I can't break into someone's cash register.
Mysterious local stink? Oh, you. That sucks.
You don't see many of these mechanically operated cash registers anymore. I guess it's easier to rip off the customers with the electronic ones.
I guess it must be pretty bad to actually have that kind of message go out. Okay, yeah, so just the exit is this big rectangle here.
You don't see many.
I don't want to know about that. What else I want to know about? It's not a very big hardware store. What do I want in this hardware store? I've killed Paul. What does that mean in terms of Dark World progression? Basically, all I can do is manhandle nuts right now in this store.
Forget it.
Like, that's all he's willing to... No, and then he's willing to go outside, which causes the palette to corrupt and him to be in a weird spot. I'm not sure I feel about this. I'm weirded out by this. Okay. Cool. What can I do in this store that matters? I could try to break into the cash register. I don't need money.
The store sells all kinds of hardware. No wonder Paul is so screwy.
None of that explains why Paul is so screwy. Like, scuffs down here so I can pull away the cash register and reveal another hidden thing. It looks like the cash register is the only thing interesting in here.
You don't see many of these mechanics.
But I don't know why
What am I thinking?
why I want to break into the cash register. But there's only one room here, so... Guess we'll check out the Dark World where Paul was. Still weirded out by the palette fucking up. I feel like something has gone awry. Okay, I didn't talk to Jack in this instance, did I? Guess we should get that over with. This will be the third time we've talked to Jack this way.
Here comes Jack.
See if my altercation with Paul makes him want to hang around with me more.
I'm in real... Why? I hit it. Smart. I got angry.
I can't...
See, he's only willing to talk about hitting the FBI agent.
What?
Not about discussing
That's man, you're losing it.
the fact that I've murdered a hardware store owner. To be fair, it was in self-defense, but I still did murder him. He is very dead. Okay, so I've accessed the hardware store after all of that. What does that mean? You know what? It's a real-world item. Let's go ask Madame Cleo and see if she's got an answer. Sometimes it helps. Infrequently it doesn't. But sometimes it helps. I'm so sick of the music here. The power's off in the commercial district, but that doesn't help me with the two particular obstacles I want to deal with in the commercial district. One of which is getting into Rita's house. Let's go talk to Madame Pandora. I forgot her name. Talents again.
What's my
Fortune. Tell me about this key.
What role does this play?
Not sure what.
I see a thief loudly proclaiming his guilt.
Intriguing. She won't look at any of the other items I have. Okay, so what other leads do I have right now? What other leads do I have right now? I'm narrowing it down again, right? I need to get into Rita's house in either the light world or the dark world. I can go back to the dark world and see if there's anything interesting in the weaponsmiths area. I don't have anything that's going to help me in the backstage. That key will not help me with the coroner's office TV, which I'm still not convinced I need to solve as a puzzle. Actually, let's go check out her house again. The weird lady's house. So much Jesus. So little time.
Nobody's answering the...
Shocker.
I don't see any...
Alright, I think this area's tapped out as well. I feel like I'm close to endgame, but at the same time, I don't have enough heads for it to make sense. Like, clearly, Paul's probably gonna... Actually, no, let's go back to the Dark World and see if Paul's head's been collected. I feel like that's a thing that might happen, and that'll at least put me a plot flag forward or two.
Matrix Ver...
So let's see if Paul's head enters the arena here. There we go. 3 heads.
Doc Larson.
No!
I can't exactly say he didn't deserve his fate.
That's not what I was
There's
expecting.
only one more head left to go. If the shapeshifter isn't Jimmy, who could it be? Paul?
Paul's dead. Paul's really dead. I feel like I put this game into a weird state, and I'm not happy about it. See if we can find evidence of Doc Larson's death.
The power's not off here.
Nope, no evidence of Doc Larson's death here. But he's dead. He's really dead. Go to the sheriff again. No, Mayor doesn't need his car. We could borrow it.
The power's off.
Yeah. Okay, so if Paul's not in, or Paul, if Jack isn't interested in helping us anymore, Doc Larson is dead.
I'm not tired.
I definitely did things in a different order than the game expected somehow. I suspect it probably might have broken because I went to the, you know what? I think it might have broken because I went to the, Dark World therapy room before I went to go to the therapist to begin with. Because I probably would have seen the death had I done that in that, or I'd seen the head if I'd done that in that order. So, things are a little askew, and I hope I didn't break everything forever. Jimmy's in a coma. The world is getting smaller and smaller. Just gonna play pool now if I wanted to.
I was never much.
We can go talk to the nut bar over here, but I don't think he's gonna help us. Any more than he usually does. Oh, is he dead? He looks kind of murdered.
Oh my god. Slim's dead.
Crap.
Oh my god. Slim's dead. Oh my god. Slim's dead.
Well, like I said, the world's becoming a much smaller place. There's literally no one left alive.
There's nothing here.
If Slim's dead, does that mean Goth is dead too? Like, I'm running out of real-world things to do now. Like, I think the only NPC I can still talk to is my mom. Well, that and the people in the carnival, but the carnival people are weird anyway. Interesting. Now I think about it, the carnival doesn't really exist in the same way in the Dark World. Only the Midway does. The sideshow doesn't exist in the Dark World, which is really weird when you think about it. Okay. Well, I was gonna say I'm not tired or don't want to sit down.
I'm not tired.
Let's talk with Mom for a moment, because why not? No, don't. I don't want to go to the bathroom. Toilets and video games.
Mom looks pretty good. Mom, I think I'm really in trouble.
Mike, I've had it up to here with that paranoid talk. Now I've got to get back to cooking supper.
Well, she's not interested in our escapades. I'm trying to think of what else I can do now. What puzzles remain? Getting into Rita's house, figure out what I should be doing in the hardware store. You know, it occurs to me. He said keyring. Maybe I can open the register using the keyring. I don't think I tried. Yeah, there we go. This doesn't make any sense in real life because you wouldn't use the same key for two things.
I can't break into.
Alright, well, are there any other useful options? Why would it let me choose? Why did it let me use the key on that? I mean, at least it shows me that it's a spot that I could use an item on, but like, what item would I use? Dark World items don't, I mean, Dark World items do.
What am I thinking?
Have some useful applications in the real world, but I guess none of those are that. Like, the cash register is the only thing that makes sense to mess with here. And I can't do anything with that, and leaving this room does weird things. It puts him in the pseudo-Dark World. I'm not allowed to go back in the house. I'm not allowed to mess with the pipe.
can't go back in.
I can get into his shed. That's something.
It's locked.
We'll use the key ring then.
These keys must only be for opening the hardware store.
For fuck's sake.
I'm not climbing up. The faucet's off.
Okay, so... there must be something in the hardware store I'm missing. Let's talk to this guy. Maybe he knows something now.
Is it okay? No, it's not. So, come on.
Nope, same old, same old.
I deputed nothing since the... So, come on.
Same messages. I don't think it's worthwhile to try and talk to him. This place still has the mystery of that. I kind of wonder if going into the hardware store will help me solve that mystery. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. I've got to be missing something in the hardware store. Like, this is the obvious place to be now. Wait. Wait.
A fire alarm. A lot of the stuff in here must be flammable.
Do I want to set the place on fire? Oh, I've got an idea. I want to get the deputy away from here. So if I hit this with that, maybe it'll proc it?
Uh-oh. I better get out of here.
I feel I could have done that without using crazy alien technology. Okay.
That should keep Deputy Brown busy for a while.
Let's see. Jack is still the coolest. There we go. Paul is totally dead. Fire alarms are totally... yeah, no. False alarms. Alright. God, that's annoying. Let's get off the screen. We can go into Rita's house now, which probably also applies to Rita's house in the Dark World. Though, amazingly, he's probably going to stay there for the rest of the game for no effing reason.
There's no one guarding Rita's house now.
Alright, cool. We can get into Rita's house. That was a convoluted way to get him away from this house.
It's so strange being inside Rita's house knowing that she's dead.
Dear Lord, her sense of decorating is terrifying. What am I even looking at here? The game's not even going to help me find out what I'm looking at here. Like, honestly, if I in the real world, I'd probably just take one of these things. It's a memento of her life or something. Not tired?
I'm not tired.
Don't know why they decided to make every sittable object important in this game.
Dear Mom, not much happening lately. I went out with Mike Dawson the other night. He's a nice guy, but he has some emotional problems. In fact, he's starting to act like a sick puppy around me, and I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt him.
Why, that bitch? She was never really interested in me. She was just toying with me.
In a few minutes, I'm off to my reading group meeting across the street at Paul Cooper's house. Now, he's somebody I'm really attracted to. Tall, handsome, and good at fixing things around the house.
Oh, man.
I'm glad I killed that creep.
This game gets better and better.
Well, gotta run. Paul gave me a ticket for a free psychic reading at the carnival. I'll give it a try this weekend and let you know what the future holds for me. Kiss Dad for me. Love, Rita.
I've been getting psychic readings the whole time.
Ticket for a free psychic reading? I hope Rita didn't already use it because I don't have a clue about where to go from here.
It's the most accurate thing I've ever seen in a video game.
Dear Mom.
Why that?
Alright, this is the same dialogue.
I'm glad I...
Well, gotta run.
Ticket for a...
Don't need that. Can I exit this room? Yes, I can.
I've never been in Rita's bedroom before. It's not what I imagined it would look like. The decor is so odd.
I know that pillow is probably fine, but it looks wrong to me. Nice bedposts, though. Dig those. Check out her drawers.
It's locked.
Everything's locked in this game. And conical. Locked and conical. Look at the mirror.
I look like hell.
Yeah, you do. But I see that there's an object here. And I'm turning in...
You had everything pretty much figured out, didn't you, Mikey boy? Well, I'd stop while I was ahead if I were you. The truth can be very ugly.
It just keeps happening. Also, why does everyone own cactuses in this town? Like, seriously, what is with this motif? Oh yeah, I'm in Texas. That makes a lot more sense now I think about it. Alright, so what item did I acquire here? This?
This card entitles the bearer to a special psychic reading from Pandora.
Okay, cool. I guess we're done here? The question is, do I want to go to the Dark World first, the Carnival first? Because I'm very narrow on remaining puzzle things to do. Right? Like, getting into Rita's house was big. Getting into my mom's house in the Dark World remains big. Getting into the house in the dark... Rita's house in the Dark World remains big. You know, can I still go in the hardware store, or am I completely barred from there now that the deputy is busy with it? Completely barred. I'm fine with that. Let's go to the carnival first. I think the reading is going to be more interesting than going to Rita's house in the Dark World, assuming that luring the deputy away has solved the problem. But it's hard to know until we get there. Your reflection became Jack, who taunted you for a bit, turning into Bahamut. How spooky. The thing is, I'm so used to this kind of crap. Like, they set it up within the first few minutes of the game. People morphing into other creepy people happens pretty dang often. Like, it's no big surprise after a certain point. Alright, let's go give her the ticket and see what we see. Hoping it for an FMV here.
What role does this play in my future, Pandora?
Let me see that card. Ah, why didn't you tell me you were one of the Illuminati? This entitles you to a special reading.
Cool. I'm part of the Illuminati.
There are no monsters in the closet. There's nothing there but an old dusty mirror. But I'll tell you what, I'll lock this closet forever so that nothing can get through it. I have an invisible key to the closet. Now watch. Now I'm locking the closet. Poof! It's gone. The monsters won't be able to come through the closet. Now try to go back to sleep, dear.
I feel like such an idiot. All these years thinking my closet was locked. Who knows what's inside it?
You do.
Seriously? Was it ever locked? Alright. Invisible key my ass. We could have opened it at any point in time. Alright, here's my guess. Is that once we get into there, this you just said Dusty Mirror, okay? Mirrors are the way to access the Dark World. So I'm going to guess there's an alternate path into the Dark World from that side, and that'll get me into Mom's house. Which kind of answers the question of how to get past those locked doors, because the only option so far has been to remove the power, and there's no way to cut power to Mom's house in the Dark World as far as I can tell. But I am mildly annoyed that the problem literally was, oh, it's not really locked at all, because I'm a dumbass kid. Alright. Can I talk to her about the invisible key thing?
Mom, why didn't you ever tell me that my closet door was never really locked?
Oh my goodness, Mike, that was years ago. Don't tell me you've been afraid of your closet since then.
I'm going out.
All right.
That's actually pretty funny. Okay.
The fortune teller was right. This closet was never really locked after all. So that's what's inside. A mirror. Could this be another portal into the Dark World?
Call it.
I look like hell. I look like hell.
Here we go. Off to the Dark World. With my S&M bed.
Why, this is a dark world bedroom. Odd. It kind of resembles my own room.
Yeah, the woo-woo sound is pretty good. I don't feel tired, and even if I did...
I'm afraid to sleep here.
I'm afraid to sleep here. I see the box here, a window, and something I clearly want. A knife.
My shoes. And my mom's butcher knife. They're covered in blood.
Eh? His mom? No. No, actually, yes.
When I heft this sword, I feel like I can do no wrong.
Why didn't you tell me? Wait, you didn't know? So, okay, his mom is the shapeshifter.
My shoes. And my mom...
So that sucks. Let's see what else is in his mom's dark world house.
I'm back in my own kitchen. What? But I didn't pass through any portal.
No. Weird.
What do you know about my shoes getting bloody?
Here, Mike. This will explain everything.
I'm about to get murdered. Didn't see that coming. Gotta give it to the game. Really didn't see that coming.
This can't be real. Oh, Mommy, I hope you're okay.
What the fuck, game?
Oh my god, that's Rita. Her head's been cut off.
That's not the scariest thing in this room.
I've come to speak to you from beyond the barrier of life and death. Humanity is in grave danger, and you are the only one who can destroy the beast that my friends and I have unleashed.
Rita, I thought you were dead.
I'm dead, but have not yet departed. Unless you act soon, all of humanity will suffer a fate far worse than mine.
I don't care about anyone else. Tell me who did this to you.
A predator. He killed all of us, one by one.
I'm still in shock over this. That was not expected.
Your murder site. I found your reunion ticket.
I didn't lose my ticket, Mike. That was dropped by my murderer.
You mean the shapeshifter attended our reunion?
Mike, don't you see? My ticket was serial number 656. The one the murderer dropped was 655. The two tickets were bought at the same time.
Yeah, that was a detail I wasn't going to notice.
Are you saying that the shapeshifter invited you to the reunion too?
Your jealousy is clouding your mind again, Mike. That was always the problem between us, and it will lead to your downfall.
I know all about your involvement in the Otherworld cult.
Paul's seances were just harmless fun at first. We wanted to contact dead poets and writers, but instead we contacted the ancients.
Oh, a Dead Poet Society. Makes sense.
So this was the reading group you were always running off to.
I'm sorry I lied to you, Mike. The ancients seized control of our minds and made us do things against our will.
That happens.
Why would the ancients be interested in your seances?
Fresh meat.
The ancients needed humans to make a creature able to live in the normal world indefinitely. Through the teachings of the Otherworld cult, they reprogrammed our thought patterns to interface with the power generator.
Is it true that you became involved with Dark Larson and Mayor Fleming?
Mr. Ramirez too, but his wife had him killed before I could bring him into the cult. That was my assignment, recruitment.
Huh.
Who else did you recruit?
That's an important question.
I tried to recruit Sheriff Butler and you, but failed. You were both too jealous to become members of the cult.
Woohoo!
How could you let yourself become a pawn of the ancients?
You were a pawn of the ancients too, Mike. It was your first visit to the Dark World that gave the ancients enough knowledge of the normal world to engineer the behemoth.
Oh, whoops.
I don't understand what's happening here.
Mike, you poor innocent fool, you were being used and don't even realize it. But you have a chance to redeem yourself by destroying the behemoth.
How can I destroy the behemoth?
You can kill it only with the sword, but you must hurry, Mike. While the behemoth is still in the Dark World, it is vulnerable. Once it enters the normal world, it will become invincible.
That's a problem.
The sword is powerful enough to kill the behemoth?
Yes, but you must use the sword before it reaches the portal to the normal world. Once the behemoth crosses over, it will grow powerful enough to destroy all of humanity with a single blow.
That's not good. Oh boy.
Why do the ancients want to destroy the human race?
Once humanity's life force is released, it will fully wake the ancients from their slumber and nourish them for a virtual eternity.
Only a virtual eternity, though. You know, it's not as bad as it could be.
How did you learn all of this, Rita?
My mind is connected to the ancient spaceship through the power generator. While they sleep, I hear their dreams, and their dreams become our fate.
I feel a really relevant question is, why are you appearing on top of this pot?
How much time do I have?
The portal in the adjoining room is too small for the behemoth to pass through. Once it hatches, it will head straight for the portal in the maze.
Oh,
and
fuck.
it is hatching even as we speak.
Well, that's bad.
Mike, if you truly do care about me, please don't let me die with so much blood on my hands. Stop the behemoth from reaching the normal world. I must leave now. Goodbye, Mike.
I would say that's evidence that, that the game is basically over.
This can't be real. Oh, Mommy, I hope you're okay.
Alright, let's save, because Behemoth is hatching. Exploding mom syndrome. Alright, let's check out the bathroom while we're here.
Now I'm back in the dark world. I'm sure I didn't pass through a portal this time. Perhaps time and space are warped here.
Possible. Use the Dark World toilet.
This toilet really does look like a throne.
That's fantastic. I don't have all the items I need. I have the scroll. And apparently the sword.
This sword, I feel like I can.
I don't have the light. I'm kind of thinking I might be hosed here. I definitely think I should open this door. She said the behemoth is hatching. I don't know if that's true. But I also need to know something. Because it's going to bug me unless I check it, even though I know it's the wrong thing to do. Her head just explodes. This will answer your questions. Ooh. If I go back through...
Second thought, if I return to the...
Okay, so I can't go back and see if his mom has exploded. I really wanted to see if his mom exploded in the real world, too. So I have some regrets about the order I've done things here. I never went to the Dark World equivalent of Rita's house, and I think that that's important.
I've got to get back to the power center.
Alright, let's see if this causes me to lose the game. Otherwise, I'm going to reload slightly before exploding mom syndrome and do this first. Because I think if I don't pick up the light first, I think I lose. Unless, like, the behemoth already has it. He looks the same as he always looks. Maybe this entire area was a...
This biomechanoid...
Yeah, no. This area was always a bust. There must not be anything in there. That or I'm completely hosed. Let's find out soon. Let's find out soon. So I'm a little bit worried here.
I've got to get back.
Alright, so let's go to the behemoth, I guess. Like, I still think I've fucked up somewhere, because I don't have the light, but I don't know where I'd find the light.
Matrix verify.
Like... I guess we get to see who the fourth face is. It's probably his mom. Yep, he's walking to the right.
That's Paul.
Oh.
He wasn't the shapeshifter after all.
It was Paul. Alright, well, let's go see the behemoth. I feel like all of my options here are bad. There's this machine here. There's the behemoth. Maybe if I let it out early, I can kill it? Using the sword? No, it's gone.
This incubator is in ruins, but that doesn't mean that the ancients can't construct another.
I don't think that's what the problem is.
This incubator is... The incubator has burst open from the inside. The behemoth is hatched. I've got to get to the portal.
Oh no, I have to do the frickin' mirror puzzle again. I'm terrified of mirror puzzles. Actually, no, I'm gonna save. I hate mirror puzzles. Okay.
A trail leading from the incubator to the maze. And the portal.
Yeah, that's the only way he could have gone, because he wasn't going to go through Mom's house. Mom's forsaken, horrible house. There's like 3 puzzles I didn't end up solving, and I'm very curious if they were actually solvable. I'll probably go and see if they're solvable after the fact.
I've got to reach the portal before the behemoth gets there.
Been a long time since I've done this.
I need to find a...
No, one too many. Oh, is that the behemoth? I think he's gonna win this fight.
There's a mirror between me and this room.
I think he's already won, actually.
There's a mirror between...
That, or maybe he's really bad at... Oops.
Mike Dawson chose the wrong path and was not able to reach the portal in time to stop the behemoth from crossing the barrier. Once it came into contact with the normal world, the behemoth grew and grew until it enveloped the planet the humans call Earth. It sucked the very life force from the planet and renewed the energies of its masters, the ancients, for another eon. All is lost. All is lost.
Whoops. Alright. That's a thing that happened. Alright, I gotta be better at this maze. I'm glad I saved right before that, because I kind of was expecting a confrontation. I really am not happy that this is the confrontation. I kind of wish I could have just stabbed him. Alright, well, 1, I'm changing the save to be right outside here to save me some time. 2, I'm going to try the upper path. I always felt like the upper path was an easier way to get to the mirror. But since there's 2 options, he has to have path one way or the other. Like, that's it. If I enter one way, he's probably going to be on the other side.
I've got to reach the portal before the behemoth gets there.
Or he starts on this side.
I need to find a path.
I
need to find a path. I need to find a... There's a mirror between me...
I've forgotten how this works. He moves so fast! Oh, Christ on a cracker!
There's a mirror between...
Well, probably also doesn't help that I keep fucking up. Alright. I think I'm gonna need a stretch break before we have to grind this out, because I think he moves in real time, and I suspect that timer might, in fact, unfortunately be based upon the CPU time. So, that sucks. But alright, I'll get back. I'll be back in a second after my stretch break. Way too many cables for this. Okay. So I hate mirror puzzles. Alright, so... how should I approach this? I need to remember how the mirror maze works. I'm kind of debating whether or not I should go back to an older save and come back here and just mess around.
The portal before the
Okay, he doesn't move till I move. So he always gets a step for every step I make. Which does in fact mean I need to solve this maze correctly.
I need to find a path.
I've forgotten how this maze works.
There's a mirror between me.
I think if I start from the right, I start at a disadvantage. I'm gonna have to start from the left. He's one step away from the mirror thing, so I'm not going to bother sitting through that again. I think I have to start on the left. Which is bad, because I thought that the... No. Crap. I'm just gonna reload. That one. Okay, so I need to go through the maze optimally. I think is the only problem here. It's not based upon CPU timer.
Before the behemoth gets there.
But you can see he's already like 4 steps ahead of me in the maze. So here, 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 here. I knew it. I knew that would come in handy. Have I forgotten how this part works? I beat him to the mirror, so that's good. Do I win? I don't feel like I've won. Also, his head is a circular saw blade, and that's silly. Well, he looks like he's in the... This is the worst final showdown ever. What? Do I win? There's so many items I haven't used yet.
I'm not leaving until I destroy the power generator.
Okay, so there is another puzzle here. Cool. I'm saving. I don't want to do that again. Swords. Solve mirror problems. Okay. So I should leave now? Now that the behemoth is dead, they can make another one, as he pointed out. So I guess that's the next problem. Thank you for not making me do the puzzle again. I'm not leaving until I destroy the power generator. So I can't even get back to the real world at this point. That does mean there's still a possibility that I need to do something. God, what do I need to do? Maybe this is a puzzle? I have the scrolls, I have the sword, I don't have the light, though.
There's nothing inside.
What do I do about the light? As it rapidly gets darker in here. Guess I turned off the kitchen light when I got up for the stretch. I can go back to the real world. Cool. I have to know. Did my mom explode? I just have to know. Oh, she didn't explode. Cool.
Mom, have you seen your butcher knife recently?
Why, strange that you should ask that, Mike. I was looking for them a week ago, but they seem to be missing.
I'm beginning to think...
Well, that's what you're meant.
I'm beginning to think that I'm the murderer. That or she is. One or the other. But with the bloody shoes and everything. Wouldn't be the first time that my character who's been doing therapy in an adventure game has actually been the murderer of several people. Okay. No. 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 Carnival, no. There's only one thing left to do. There's 2 things left to do. Guess we should see if we can get into Rita's place now. Like, that's the only other thing I can think of. Oh, wait, no, hold up, I'm wrong. There's 2 puzzles I can think of that remain. One is getting into Rita's house in the Dark World, and the other is whatever is going on with the TV in the mortuary. So what I want to do there is I want to see if I can use the sword to turn on the sound. And maybe that will give me some sort of useful bit of information.
The power's not off.
Because it's, you know, pointy.
I'd like to turn up the sound, but
You know, anyone else would have just stood on a fucking chair, dude.
I don't need a ticket.
Alright, well, so much for that. I mean, I could try the S&M rope. Will let me use, like, any item for this
Arrow's not on.
alleged puzzle? Is this even a real puzzle? Yeah, let me use any item for this alleged puzzle.
I'd like to turn up.
In fact, let me use this item on any of the... a few different spots. Interesting. None of that matters. Alright, so there's only one puzzle left that I can think of. I don't know where the light would be. And I'm beginning to get a little bit worried that the keeper of the light is dead, and therefore I can't get the light. Like, this would be a long-ass dead man walking situation. If I get this, if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong. He has a gun, but I have a sword. Maybe I can just stab him. Sword is not an option.
This biomechanoid looks like...
Hold it. What do you...
I'm sorry to have bothered.
Alright, so that's not an option.
I better not draw.
Oddly enough, the sword doesn't even proc on this. S&M whip? Nope. Gun?
I better not draw.
Scroll? No. Pat. Multipass? No. Alright. I'm at a little bit of a loss here. So we've gone and prevented the behemoth from doing his thing. I have no real-world items that I haven't used yet. Guess I should see if this guy's dead. Yeah, he dead.
The Dreketh guard must have found out that the gunsmith traded me a gun and killed him.
Yep. I feel I'm like a puzzle or two away from beating the game. I need the light. I don't know where the light would be. The keeper of the light didn't seem to even know where the light would be. And everyone is dead except my mom. Who's also kind of dead, honestly, which is really confusing. Nothing there. I guess we could talk... Actually, we should see if Goth is dead. I suspect he is. Then again, these guys are still alive. Maybe he's not. Other options, go see the Behemoth's incubator again. Maybe there's an item I can pick up there. Yeah, he's dead. Goth is dead.
The Dreketh guard must have found out that Goth talked to me and killed him.
Which is kind of hilarious, given he was pretty much sentenced to death anyway. Also weird to be hearing him breathe in this room. Okay. Said talk to Goth to understand how to use the light and the sword. But I only have the sword and the scroll. What do I do now? Where do we go now? Where do we go? Thinking. Guess I can try to muck with the panel and see if using the sword on it makes a difference.
Matrix ver-
Like, maybe I don't need the light to solve this problem? Maybe sword is enough? Alright. Stab.
If I mess with the power generator, the ancients might start searching the complex for me.
Yes, that's the point.
That's the ancients.
Right, the spaceship.
This slot is paper. paper thin. I can't.
Paper thin. This is paper.
This hole is darker than the bleakest night.
That's where the sword, that's where the light goes.
The scrolls fit into the... This hole is darker than...
Alright, let's try the sword. Nope. I guess the sword is what you use last.
The scrolls fit...
So...
This hole
I need the light.
This hole is...
I don't know where the light is.
The scrolls... This hole is...
Yeah, I think there's a guard here to make sure you don't fuck it up. Alright, well... Ideas. I'm gonna check out Mom's house again. There might have been something I missed because I was a bit of a hurry to deal with the behemoth. But maybe that's not the issue now. Sit in a chair.
I'm afraid that if I sit in that chair...
It'll probably eat him. He's not wrong. Yeah, there's nothing here. The light has to be in Rita's house. How do I get into Rita's house? He doesn't want to use that.
This portal leads...
He doesn't want to use that as an exit for some reason. But yeah, I feel like the exposition was probably the...
I'm afraid to open. I'm afraid to open.
Probably the only thing that existed in this area. Beyond the sword. I need to get into Rita's place. How do I fool this man? Oh, there was that other option. I wanted to go see the Behemoth's cradle. So I guess we'll do that now, because I'm out of other good ideas. At least we got the scroll out of our inventory. But clearly the last puzzle here is getting the light. If anyone else has any ideas, feel free to shout them out. I am not a proud man at this point. Oh, this is bad. Okay, I guess it just does that every time I come to this room now. Zoot. Okay. Okay, so I don't think there's anything I can get out of this.
This incubator is...
Alright, so the incubator's toast. Doesn't help me. What else could I do? It's gonna do this every time I walk past this now, isn't it?
That's the...
I definitely feel they should notice it's starting to spark. But there's only one area left to go, and it's Rita's Dark World house. Is there something I can do in the Light World that'll make it more accessible? Peek at the walkthrough? Sure, if you want to give me a hint. I will take a hint. Like I said, I am running up dry at this point. There's only two puzzles I can see. One is getting into Rita's Dark World house, and the other is adjusting the television set in the mortuary. And I'm beginning to think that the mortuary television set was a huge red herring. So, unless there's something in one of these two rooms, I'm not really sure what else I can do. But I'm also not enamored with the idea of walking around for the next, 2 hours, not finding the, 1 pixel I need. Poke the mirror again?
I can't believe that was Jack in that mirror.
Oh, I could try to talk to Jack again. It's not the worst idea. Maybe he knows something about getting into Rita's house. Dark World guard with prisoners. Oh, I could go talk to the Keeper of the Scrolls again, now that I've done a lot of stuff. That's not a bad idea. So I did want to see if I could talk to Jack again really quick. Seems easier to do now.
I'm not tired.
Nope. Jack's not gonna come.
This leads to the center of town.
Jack's our friend, but he's not that good of a friend, honestly. Dark World. to the prisoner section, which requires going this way.
Matrix
Maybe the Keep the Scrolls can tell me something meaningful now. Where did his arm go? The clipping there is kind of hilarious. Okay, so hopefully that wasn't a one-time bribe, and the guard for this is still pretty cool with me just going past him. Otherwise, this idea is not going to work so well, and I may have hosed myself by doing things in the wrong order. Surprisingly, aside from the death loop, I don't think this game has too many dead-end situations. Which for an adventure game is pretty good. You know, only having one? That's not bad. What do I think toes are for? Balance, mostly. I use them to pick things up off the floor sometime, too. How you doing, Noah? Very useful for picking up, like, articles of clothing or pieces of paper sometimes. Here we go.
What must I do next?
Michael, the behemoth is hatched and is headed toward the portal. You must stop it before it enters your world. Use the shortcut through the maze. Hurry!
Oh. I did that. That's been done.
How do I destroy the power generator?
I see you have the 3 points of the
No, I
triangle.
don't!
You have done well. Use them as Goth is instructed. Go now. You must hurry before the ancients discover your whereabouts.
I don't have the 3 items! What the hell is the light? Is it the gun? You are not helping me, lady!
How can I identify this shapeshifter?
Only by facing your destiny will you know that. You must do it, Michael. Go back to your own world and search. Look hard at everyone you know. Look into your memories. You will find the answer there.
I'm still thinking the answer is me. But, like, she's giving me 2 incorrect answers. I've already killed the behemoth. And I don't have the light. Unless the light is an object in my inventory that is clearly not obviously light. Like, I think the game is tied in a bit of a pretzel here. Let's get tired talking to these guys. Maybe they got some useful information.
Tell me where I can find the shapeshifter.
I am sorry, privileged one. We are not worthy to speak to you.
Oh.
However, you are free to pass and talk with any prisoner.
Yeah, we did that. Okay, I'm not sure that hint helped me, or the game is not in the state I think it's in. Guess I can try using any old object on the light sink and see if something happens. That's not getting old anytime soon. Also missing out on the right half of my body. Okay. Not gonna let me use that on there. Keycard? Nope. Cool gun I traded a real gun for.
If I mess with the power generator, the ancients might start...
Okay, that's not it. S&M thing.
If I mess...
Key.
I can't put my hand into the hole. It's so cold.
Other key.
I can't put...
Crossbow.
If I mess with the...
Sword. Alright, so I've tried all the items in my inventory. I clearly don't have the light. But I also don't feel I fulfilled the clue that Dick Feynman gave me. Like, ultimately, I didn't find any useful information. Maybe I need to give... There goes my right side again, or left side again. Maybe I need to give an item to the Keeper of the Scrolls. Probably should have turned off transitional animations after all of this. Oh, no, I can't, because I already confirmed I wanted to enter. I've killed the behemoth. Like, the fact that the game doesn't recognize that is bugging me. Sword? No. Threaten with gun? Nope. Show her? Nope. S&M? Nope. Can I talk to anyone else? Nope. None of these are useful. She clearly thinks I have all three items.
The triangle. You
But
have
I
done
don't.
well. Use them as Goth is instructed. Go now. You must hurry before the ancients discover you.
But I don't. Okay, other ideas. Talk to the other guards and see if they can come up and see if they'll give me something to let me slip past Rita's house guards. I'm not convinced this is a good idea, but based upon the clue I've been given, the Justice with the dunce hat? He's gone. I don't really want to walk there yet. I want to try this.
Tell me who is.
I am sorry. Ow.
Okay, yeah, they're not going to give me any useful information.
Tell me where
I am.
One more try.
Tell me where
I am sorry.
Justice with the dunce cap. I think the dunce cap guy is, if not dead, disabled? Perhaps the right way to phrase it? Like, when I turned the power off, the dunce cap guy kind of just went away. Which is what I was expecting to happen when I killed power to the commercial district. Lazy clipping. But doesn't hurt to try. Yeah, Justice is gone. He used to be here. He's clearly not no more.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Oh my god. They've crucified the Keeper of the Sword.
Yeah, she did. We opened this. We got one of the items. The other items we're not interested in for some reason. Like, there must be a way past it into the Dark World Rita, but I'm not sure how. Like, I don't know. I just don't know. Let's try bullshitting him. Because I legitimately do not know. Do not know.
May I ask you another?
You do not follow.
All right.
What happened to me?
Well, I don't need to do that again. Swords solve mirror problems. I haven't accomplished anything since this. So, there's that. You see the solution, I have no idea where it is. What is the solution? Like, lay it on me and maybe I can figure out where I need to go for it.
These must be the controls for the gate.
There's a guard hanging on a pole and sliding around? What? A guard on a pole? What? A guard on a pole. Guard on a... I mean, we're indicating that... Guard on a pole? Guard on a pole. Wait. Wait. Maybe... Oh, for fuck's sake. I forgot there were multiple areas. I thought the Hall of Justice was weird.
Strangely familiar. I've got it. It reminds me of the police station from my first visit to the Dark World.
This makes so much more
I
sense.
watch my step in here.
Alright, well. Lilu Dallas multipass?
Excuse me, sir.
Do you know what we did to the last organic who asked to be excused? We gutted him and threw him into the maze. Just like we did to that keeper worm. Now go!
Fair point. Multipass.
I hope my identification meets your approval, sir.
1,000 apologies, Organic One. I had no idea that you were a privileged worker. Where are you assigned?
Power Center.
I am assigned to the power center.
I thought as much. I heard they were bringing in other worlders to assist in getting the generator online. Tell me, have you already made your offering today? Or do you prefer to do it at night?
I prefer to do it at night.
I prefer to pay it at night.
No matter when you make your offering of blood to the ancients, it gives you a sense of purpose, doesn't it?
I like this guy.
Well, you're obviously a loyal minion of the ancients. Please, do me the honor of watching over the Hall of Troopers for a while. I have a new batch of prisoners to torture.
Oh, goody. Now that he's gone, let's take the glowing
I feel
object.
a warm glow spreading through my body. For the first time, I really believe I can put a stop to the evil that's happening here.
I feel like the big theme here is I am very exit blind. In part because this. But like, quite literally, I never considered, oh yeah, this is the government plaza. There's 3 exits.
What's that odor? It smells like dirt, but it's very faint. It reminds me of when I helped to lower my father's casket into his grave.
I'm gonna save before we do anything else that's stupid. Pat is door blind. Check out this area, just to, why not? We never did earlier.
These Dark Worlders seem to enjoy their tortures.
Oh, is that what I'm looking at? That's a person.
Who am I to disturb these people in their blissful misery?
Meh. I still can't believe there's like 4 rooms over here that I never went to.
Oh no! Not the Hall of Death again. The only way out of here is death.
But why? Why is that? Why was that the option? Alright, that's to that. Let's leave. That's just a fucking noob trap. There was no reason for that. Alright, well, I've got the light. I guess Rita's place in the Dark World wasn't important. Like, after all that,
Matrix verify.
sometimes things don't matter. Alright, let's do it up. In goes the scroll. Let's at least look at the light first.
The light shining from this lantern makes things seem so clear.
I still don't know what this object's supposed to be. Put the light in. Okay, no, nothing there. And then stab.
If I mess with the power generator,
What?
the ancients might start searching the complex for me.
Maybe use the panel instead of stab it?
Such a warm. The scrolls fit. The scrolls fit. The scrolls. Such a warm glow.
I don't care. I want to mess with the power thingy.
If I mess with the power generator, the ancients might start.
I put both objects in there. Why can I still manipulate the scroll?
The scrolls fit into.
Okay, well, we're close. I can feel it. I can feel it. What else? It's got to be something I do on the with the sword. It's not here. Oh, there it is. You know, I completely ignored this background object here. Ooh, it exploded into triangles! Hooray! That's how these things work.
Michael, you've done it. You've defeated the ancients. You have saved our people and yours. Michael.
Hey, wake up, Mikey boy. Hey, wake up, Mikey boy. You've been out of it for a little while.
Wait a second. We never took care of the shapeshifter.
What happened?
I told you not to trust those shrinks, didn't I?
Jack. It was Jack all along.
Where am I? I thought I just blew up a spaceship.
He was too cool.
You were in Dr. Sims' office, don't you remember?
What happened to Dr. Sims? He's been stabbed.
You don't remember, Mikey boy? We killed him. He was getting in the way.
I don't remember that, no.
What do you mean we killed Dr. Sims?
Don't you get it, Mikey boy? You and me, we're both one and the same.
Oh, shit.
What are you talking about? Wait a minute. I get it. You're the shapeshifter.
No, John is the demons.
You're wrong again, Mikey boy. In case you haven't figured it out, I don't exist at all.
What a twist!
You, and you or me, and we're all together. Get it?
Beatles music.
No, I don't get it. How can you and me be the same person?
I'm your dark world counterpart, Mikey. A manifestation of your own sick mind. If you don't believe me, grab the knife and try to kill me. Come on, Mikey boy, give it a try.
Mortal Kombat! Huh. Well, that sucks.
We're too late. I should have never let myself be fooled by that letter Dawson gave me.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I feel sick. I never seen anything so horrible.
Oh, looks like Mike off the doctor and then offed himself. What a mess. Well, at least it's all over now.
Hooray.
I still can't believe it. Mike Dawson, a serial killer.
He was sure busy the last few hours. Killed Mayor Fleming, Doc Larson, Paul Cooper, and his psychiatrist all in one day.
One thing's for sure. I'm gonna be having a few nightmares myself over this one.
What? I'm not dead, apparently.
Oh, Mike, there's no need to thank me for returning your mom's butcher knife to you. It's the least I could do for ruining the ancients' plans again. Well, as they say, the third time's the charm. It's too bad you couldn't get to first base with Rita either, Sheriff. Then we'd have your head hanging on our power generator, too.
This is weird.
Horrified by what you see, Deputy? You'd be even more horrified by what your dark side is capable of. Dr. Sims, I concur with your diagnosis that Mike Dawson is suffering from multiple personality disorder. However, I think you underestimated the danger of me becoming the dominant personality.
What the fuck? Okay. Can I leave?
See you around, pal.
At no point in time was I expecting that to be the way it ended. Probably should have thought Jack was actually the shapeshifter, but still. That's a bit of a downer ending. Thank you, Raymond Benson. I guess. John Shirley, Keith Herber, producer. Ooh, producer. Oh, they had art directors for different parts of the world. That's kind of cute. I like that. That kind of makes sense. There's very few people involved in actually making this game. That's, you can tell, it was made in the 90s. Marketing and sales by a bunch of people. MGM Interactive, huh? GG, but also what? That's kind of how I feel. One tester. Chris Klug. I think you let us down, Chris Klug. I found several things that I would definitely have reported as bugs. You're probably an okay guy, Chris Klug, but I am disappointed in you. Yeah, virtual casting. Ooh. Virtual. Michael G. Buster did the documentation, which I didn't read, and the packaging design, which I never saw. Programming art and sound effects by Destiny Software Productions. Programmers William C.W. Tsui and Bo Yang. Here we go, 3D animators. Greg Hogman, J.J. Gonzalez, and Chris Gilbert. No relation to Ron Gilbert, of course. And Jeff Buckwitz, Patrick Aker, Rolando Espinoa, I believe. Cleanup artists Kathy Burton, Emily Lowe, and Lee Patterson. And Steve Vestergaard and Michael Hybert. Oh boy, this is going to keep going. Mike Dawson was played by Chris Gilbert, which I think we saw up there. Banker 1, Patrick Aker. Barker 2, J.J. Gonzalez. Barker 3, Chris Hagman. Deputy Brown, Buckwitz. So basically all the people who played things were also developers of this game, which is unsurprising, I suppose. Bernice Bull, Danny Herbert, Eric Vestergaard, who wasn't there all that long. Gangan the Strongman who was John Ondel. Hank, Jack, John Larson, Beverly Jane Close. That's a name. Oh, it was the same person. Go figure. I guess they're twins. It makes sense. Slim was Steve Vestergaard too. That also makes sense, I suppose. I'm kind of expecting a jump scare for some reason after the credits. Klug is German for smart. I did not. Oh, well. Jump scare or not. Well, let's get ourselves back to the true number of colors and the correct amount of pixels. Because I'm going to do that regardless of whether or not I'm going to play more PC games. But that's done. Darkseid is off the charts. Python is having problems, but that's okay as long as it's still kind of working, I guess. Or not. I guess it doesn't really matter. Not my music. Beck. Okay, so I'm torn. Or the audio will cut out as well. Man, Darkseid doesn't exit nicely, does it?